What's up, live replay viewers? I'm checking up to make sure this is actually live right now. It should be. I don't know why it wouldn't be. So, I don't even need to check this. But, hello, what's up? Shout outs to the Patreon. I think it's live. Yep, it is live. Damn, yeah. I don't know. Fucking crazy shit. I think, I don't know. I don't know what the lesson here is. Been doing this shit for a minute. I feel like, I gotta actually, like, reemerge back into the rest of real life and, like, actually participate in it. Wait, I don't think anyone is in here. Is this public? Yeah. I don't know. It's like, it's a blessing and a curse. Like, I feel like I've always been chasing this. I've even been around a lot of people that, like, have, made it on YouTube and whatever. And even then, even if you do make it on YouTube, you can just always just slip under it too. So, I don't know what the thing is. Like, I appreciate everyone that watches the shit, but, I don't know. Like, I'm at that dilemma right now. I have to make a decision. Do I still stay headstrong and doing this shit, or do I just, like, like, enjoy life and just go about actually getting a normal job and, like, just doing that shit? Because um it's a fucking headache trying to manage this kind of shit. Yo, what's up, Dallas? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think where my mind is at is I want to make, like, movies and shit like that. Um, I don't want to be, like, delusional with it, but it's also like I would rather just focus on just trying to make some movies and shit, and that would all still be on the same channel. But I think I'm reaching a point where I have to decide if I'm gonna keep trying to do this YouTube shit or not, because I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like, I'm determined enough. I would keep at it, and I would keep at it as the only thing. But it's also like I don't even know. I don't know. What's up, Jordan Bryan, Dallas? I think one thing too is I didn't realize how easy it is to just kind of like lose a connection. So it's like while starting up, I feel like I kept trying to. I don't know. I don't even fucking know. Basically, though, I feel weird at this point where it's like I almost kind of like distance the people that were actual friends with me. So it's like I don't even have any like real friends. I'm just kind of like out here. So I don't know. It's also not gonna. It's not like entertaining to hear me talk about that too. So then I'm also like, okay, I should probably talk about something else. But then it's like I don't even fucking know. So, basically, just what's on my mind is I have to make the decision. It's like, do I keep going or not? And I think it was always obvious to me that it should never stop. I should always keep at this. But now I gotta reconsider that a little bit. What's up, Felipe, a fellow Brazilian friend? Hell yeah, good to see that. That gives me hope. I like that people from Brazil are watching. That means a lot to me. Hello, PREM. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think I gotta just get some acid. I gotta do some acid, do some self-reflecting. I even tried to. I bought some tabs, but I don't think they're actually acid. I think it's, N-Bohm. So, I was gonna do like a whole reset and whatever, search deep and shit, but I think that's a big thing. Right now in my life, I just need to do a shit ton of acid. The real Sawson's like, oh, what the fuck? What's up with the Ow, fuck. I literally just stabbed myself with this pen. What's up with the hesitation, yo? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's like, it is sudden. Like, it's not something that, I usually even hesitate about. But, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, and maybe it is kind of a good thing to talk about hesitation, because then it's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't hesitate. In Brazil, probably is N-Bohm. Oh shit. Okay, that's good to know. Um, we got a shit ton of. We got another batch of acid the other day, and I think it was real, but it could have been N-Bohm as well. Like this stuff definitely was N-Bohm. Um, Hopefully the other stuff wasn't N-Bohm because we did like 5 tabs. So, hopefully that was acid because if you do that much N-Bohm, that's actually bad for you. But the real Saucin, I appreciate you, dog, on the what's up with the hesitation because I don't know, it was like a real sudden thing. I just had a meeting with the WeedTube group, and shouts to the WeedTube. It's just a weird thing because it's like I was a co-founder of the site, but I was kind of lazy when we started it. Just looking back, I really was. I was a little bit lazy. And now, like, I don't even have, like, their support. Like, I'm joining in the group, and they're not, like, even fucking with me. And it's kind of weird to even say that out loud, because that's, like, whatever. That's, like, a behind-the-scenes matter. But it just feels weird, because I feel like, it's, I don't really have anyone on my side. And, like, I am going to keep at it. But I think my hesitation is, should I just get my money from a normal job and do this because it's what I care about? Because technically I can get paid through this, but like I don't want to, prostitute out Stoned Alone. I don't want to like fuck it up. And it's a weird dilemma because I feel like there's almost no other way. Like I'm down to just work at a fucking coffee shop, work like a normal person. That's the one thing, I always kept trying to avoid. But, there's no free lunch. So, once again, I do, know people that have made it. I know people that have made money off of WeedTube. But even the people that have, it doesn't always last long. And, the people that do make money off of WeedTube, they're really depressed because it's like a weird cycle, like to make money or to do anything, you have to film yourself and, like, get high. And then you don't even want to talk about anything that's real. You only want to talk about whatever can get views. And someone says, if you take acid and watch YouTube videos, you can see exactly what they do in production, what makes their content stand out. Thanks, Cody. That's a good point. Yeah, with acid too, you gotta be really specific about what you watch. You don't want to watch any bad vibes or anything. Eric Hahn, best example. For real, yeah, mad respects to Eric Hahn. I'm gonna say this out loud just to be completely honest. Like, I've been salty about Eric Hahn before, like, oh snap, why is he blowing up? But, mad respects. At the end of the day, can't hate the player. Mad respects, and at the end of the day, it is weed versus not weed. So, like, I can't be tripping about people being successful in weed, because it's like, as a community, we are all the underdog compared to not weed channels. So, respects for Eric Hahn. Don't do it for the money. Do it because you would otherwise. Hell yeah, I appreciate that, DeReal Saucin. And, I really haven't done it for the money. It's like, if you watch the videos, it's like, there's really not any sponsored ones. There's literally only, like, a couple sponsored videos through all the hundreds of them. And I love not doing it for the money. I love doing it just because this is the only thing that I care about. But, I think the dilemma I'm facing now is, like, I'll probably just get a normal fucking job. I'll not try to do this networking and shit and not try to talk to these companies. Like, I don't even fucking care. I just want to make the videos. And that was something that's been driving me crazy for years. It's like, I've been trying to, network up to these people and get into these groups. And even though I have, it's like, the connection didn't even last. It's like, I've literally been among all the people in weed. Like, I've networked my way into it. I've, like, known these people. But, like, I just don't even feel like keeping that conversation. I get that's a problem on my part, but even as I have networked to all these companies in weed, it's like, I still feel like I don't even want to work with, that. Like, I just want to fucking work at a coffee shop, and then all the videos are completely pure. And I think this is just what I kind of mean right now. Like, I will never give up. I'll never be like, you'll never see a stream of me where I'm just like, I give up, I'm not doing this. But I do think I have to reposition everything, I gotta reconsider what I am doing. Pump Nunk says, you don't need no acid to self-reflect, you already know the answers. Yo, that's a good point. I have done enough acid that I don't need that, like, I can access that state, I can access the answers in myself without the acid, so that is a good point. But I don't know, like what do y'all think? It's I'll keep asking that too, and then even when I do ask people what they think, it's like I might not even fucking like no. What coffee shop you want to work at? I've worked at Starbucks before, and honestly, that shit was pretty good. Pay was not bad. I had a unlimited Starbucks. I'd give a bunch of coffee beans to people. Honestly, I feel like when I was working at Starbucks, that is like that's the one time where I was like an actual human being. I feel like when I wasn't working at Starbucks, it's like I wasn't grounded. I didn't even know like what it was to be a normal human being. I feel like working at Starbucks was literally like the best thing that happened to me. And then I was like lazy. I wanted to get out of there, so I just like left and never went back. And even when I did leave, I said it was because I was gonna shoot a bunch of videos, and I could have kept working at Starbucks that whole time, but I just like wasted the hours away indoors, like watching movies and shit. And even if I worked for just those few months, I feel like now I would even have a tiny bit of savings to like do a little movie with or something. But my main thing is too. It's like I don't even. This is a whole other thing, but it's like I don't want to go back to the States because I feel like things are gonna get bad in the U.S. We're gonna approach a weird time, so things are gonna get bad in the States. It's like I don't want to be in the States, but that is where it would be easiest for me to work. Like I could just go there, get a Starbucks job, all that stuff. And Cody, thank you, dog. That is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, okay. I'm glad I came on here. This is like a moment of weakness, right? I'm like talking about, like dilemmas and like hopelessness and all this shit. It is good because as soon as I said that, it's like, okay, yeah. It's like, this stuff is possible. It is gonna work out, but I do have to I gotta switch up my thinking. And Cody says, did you ever think of offloading the workload? Yes, I definitely got it. It's difficult to be the cameraman, editor, and host all at once. Thank you, Cody. Yeah, that's y'all are talking some sense into me. Because at the end of the day, that's all that I need to do. I just need a team. If we had a team, we'd be able to make fucking movies. We'd be able to make whole ass shows. We'd be able to do some crazy shit. But I do need to build out the team. And it's a bit of karma. Like, when I was on the WeedTube team, I was kind of like the dead weight. Like, I wasn't really doing shit. I was just kind of like mooching and like leeching off of people. And now I'm kind of facing the repercussions of that. Because first off, like, they all don't fuck with me anymore. It's like a whole new team on there. It's like, whatever, I guess that happens. But for me, building out my own team, I'm finding it really difficult. Because I can't find anyone reliable. Like, this is so frustrating to me because I literally know who I want. I know the homie I want to be my main dude, to help me with the camera and all that shit. But he's so flaky that he literally won't respond to any messages. So it's like really annoying because I already know the dude. It's like he's a legit ass person. He's a very good guy. That's the most important thing. It's like I've known people that are good with the camera, and I tried to build a team out of it. But they're just like backstabbing, so it's like it never fucking worked out. So I know someone who's not even good with the camera, but he's good at heart. But he's so fucking flaky. It's like it's so annoying. It's been months of trying to arrange. He even got his passport, and I'm like, okay, come down to Brazil. And we've been saying for months and months that's gonna be November, but he won't respond to any messages. So this is kind of my problem right now. It's like I know the guy on my team. I know he's a chill person, because that's the most important thing. But he won't even fucking respond to my messages. He won't fucking get the tickets. Like, he won't come down here. So it's like, I found the guy I want as my second-hand man, but, like, he literally won't even respond. He won't even, like, do anything. Like, he won't say, maybe this week will be good. He won't even say, like, where he is right now. I have no idea where he is. Won't respond to any messages. So, yeah, basically, it's like, I'm not taking any of it too seriously, so, I'm not like, maybe he ain't the dude for the team. Yeah, and that is the truth, the real sauce, and that hurt me because it's like, fuck, I know that if he was cut out, he would be a good person. He would be the guy. But if you can't fucking respond to any messages, how is anything gonna happen? And now I'm seeing a lot of things from the other side now. Because the reason I find this so hilarious and ironic is I was that bad of a team member. Like, when I was on other teams, I was that annoying. Like, I wouldn't respond to messages and shit. And now I'm seeing it from the other side, and it's so annoying. It's like, god damn it, like, literally, you're right. Like, you can't be part of a team if you can't respond to a goddamn message for months and months. So, that's it. Why did I leave the U.S.? I am a bit of a... I'm on the paranoid side of things, but I do think that the U.S., is going to be under rough times. I mean, not even to get into politics, but, Biden's in, these taxes are going to go up. Like, there's a lot of reasons why I don't want to be in the States, but also, like, I am a citizen, and, it would make sense for me to work there and such, but I just don't want to be, like, stuck there, But, honestly, I could go back, I could always leave again, so... maybe I'll have to consider the States and Starbucks again, but I honestly don't really want to do the States again. It's, again, this is some conspiracy shit. I'm not going to dive deep, but I do think that things are going to get heated, and U.S. won't be the best place. Someone says, am I a citizen of Brazil as well? I am not. To do that, I would have to get married or get a permanent visa, which is difficult. And then 5 years later, I could become a citizen after 5 years of the visa. It's all good, bro. Don't let the politics get to you. Appreciate it, Pup. No, yeah, and that's part of the reason why I left the U.S., because I don't want the politics to get to me. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it. So that's a big reason why I left the States. Because, down here, I'm not hearing any negativity. I'm not hearing any fucking politics and shit. And Brazil has its own president. Its own president's, it's got its own problems and shit. But, people aren't dwelling on politics here. That, people are focusing on the good things and enjoying life. They're not politics. So, I'm glad I hit the live, because I almost didn't. I was thinking of this defeat, and, I was kind of getting myself into a hopeless kind of mentality, but... honestly, saying it out loud, it's not that big of a deal. I know it's not that big of a deal. I'm not taking myself too seriously, but I do have to, figure out what I'm doing, because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And that's okay, but, I gotta figure out something. But let's see, what else? But yes, I do need to offload the work. If we could get a little team, just a couple extra people, literally it would make the biggest difference in the world. And I do know someone who is really good. I know someone that would be an amazing team member. I know a couple of people, honestly. So I'm thinking of, I'm going to go back to the States, and I want to shoot a couple movies. So that's another thing, too. It's I enjoy doing these videos. I love them, and I'm glad people like watching them. But maybe for these kind of videos, make it completely outsourced. If we could just have the weed videos be a secondary thing, is just an in-between thing for fun. The main thing I want to focus on is movies, and I think that's something we could actually get into, and that's really all I want to do. And that could be fun on the channel, start watching just actual movies, and they're pure, and they're fucking, stoner written, and just actual good shit, and it's not any sellout shit. Oh, you didn't know it was legal? No, weed is not legal in Brazil, but but there's a lot of it, so it's no problem. It's a shit ton of weed in Brazil, and actually, there's a lot of weed tubers in Brazil. This is a really random thing, but right now there's some huge weed tubers down here in Brazil, and then that's a whole fucking difficult thing too, because I'm literally on the team of the weed tube, but it's nobody owes me any favors, so it's I can't even leverage that. And it's I want to collab with all the weed tubers down here in Brazil, but I'm at a point where they won't even respond to my DMs. So it's like that's one thing that's got me pulling my hair out, because it's like, goddamn, I'm literally like a co-founder of this site, but these people won't respond to my messages, and it's okay, but like, what do I do? It's like no one will respond to me, and like the people I'm trying to make as my team, they won't respond to me. So yeah, okay. Saying this out loud, I'm realizing now that Isaiah probably will not be like part of the team. I think he's still a good homie, and you know, if we're able to get things popping, I'd still like him to hang around and chill out and stuff, but you know, he doesn't need to be like a team member, and I don't need to be like unloading full on responsibilities to him. He'll just be like a homie that you know, helps me keep sane and shit. And that is very important too. I think originally that's all I was thinking about for him. I was like, okay, you know, eventually he's just gonna be the homie keeping me sane, but at first I'll have him help shoot and stuff. But you know, I'm thinking now that's not gonna work. So my main thing is, it's like I just can't decide where I'm even gonna live, and it's a stupid problem, but I gotta figure it out. And I'm glad I'm just talking out loud now, because I'm realizing what I have to do. I know two people who are good, and they are, you know, they are like, I wouldn't say in the film industry. It's not like, you know, they're like full on making movies and stuff. But I know one guy who teaches at a community film school. So he's literally a teacher at a film school. I want that guy on my team. He literally knows all the aspects of filmmaking. He's a great cinematographer. I want this fucking guy. And then I know someone in California where she's a producer. And I think even just with a couple helping hands like that, could actually make some like way better shit. So basically what I'm thinking on is I want to make like, you know, full on stuff. I want to make movies. I want to make little, you know, shorts. And I just got to get back into that. In the past few years, it's been great practice, editing and shooting. But, you know, weed videos, it's like, it's just not getting me excited anymore, you know? You should accept anyone on the team. Okay, or wait, I should or should not? I should accept anyone on the team. Oh, retract. Okay, should not. Yeah, or I don't know. I'm gonna wait for you to put it out. Oh, and thank you. Oh, got a subscription. Appreciate it, Aiden. I don't know if they're. I mean, they probably are watching live if it's like during the stream, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a random thing. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm not gonna stop. It's just like this shit is just it's just very frustrating at this point. So, you know, I'm not trying to be negative. I don't want to put out any bad vibes in the world, but I just want people to know that, you know, it's a bit of a struggle, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just like, this is behind the scenes look. You know, I'm not gonna pretend like I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm literally just reconsidering everything, you know? So, yo, Freddy in here. Freddy, I've not seen you in a minute. Hell yeah. And Freddy, I mean, like, bro, I don't mean to just still hold a grudge until now, but I'm just gonna say it, like, live right now. That time when, like, going into Minneapolis for the flight, and, like, I couldn't get a ride, honestly, that itself, like, that just, like, I'm still, like, that's still kind of, like, I'm still thinking of that to this day. Love you, bro. Okay, I appreciate it, Freddy. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro, like, we have not talked in a minute. I hope you're good as well. I know how fucking, you know, difficult it is in the world trying to create art. You know. Okay. Hell yeah. Respects, dog. Yeah, maybe we'll link up again. It's hard to make art in this world. It's a thing that it grinds you down and it fucks you up. You apologize. Appreciate that, dog. Yeah, and I don't want to hold grudges, so, you know, it's like, that was something I was thinking about, but okay. I accept your apology, and we should definitely link up. And I think it is good, like, separate ways for a few years, going through some bullshit. I forgive you, dog. I've done a lot of shit like that, too. Younger and foolish, yeah, I've definitely been real foolish, too. Yeah, okay, we should link up. Damn. That was you know, I didn't even think about that for a minute, but we should link up. That would be good. Should, because it could be someone you thought wasn't it. Okay. Alright, yeah, I think this is the new step of Stoned Alone is, just having other people involved. I think it's worked out the way it has. It's been like a personal thing because I didn't want it to get, you know, changed around or anything. And at this point forward, I need help. I definitely need help, and I can admit that it's like I can't just keep doing this alone anymore. I do need it. But I'm glad everything's worked out the way it has up until this point. It had to be a personal thing because Stoned Alone is, it's my baby, and it's like I haven't let any input into it. It's like it has been my baby, but moving forward, it definitely needs some other voices. It doesn't need to just be what I'm saying. What's up, Tyson? And I'm thinking about, like, my way back homies. Like, when I was 13, shooting videos with the neighbors. It's like, honestly, at this point, I've tried so much shit. I fucking, networked with people that had big followings. I fucking networked with all these weed companies. At the end of the day, I don't give a shit anymore. I just want to go back to my old homies, my neighbors in Fargo, and I want to go back to what I was doing when I was 13. It's like, I don't fucking care anymore. Fuck all this money shit, all this sponsorship. It's not working. I'm not even going to worry about it. One day it'll work out, but until that day, I have to make pure stuff. I can't, like, make fake stuff or, like, try to imitate what other people are doing. People click on or off videos within the first 10 seconds. Exactly. And if the production value increases, there will be more views and sponsorships. Appreciate that, Cody. Yeah, I fully believe that. I fully believe that we're capable to do some crazy production value. Because I think I'm able to direct. I literally just need a little bit of help. I'm able to even do it, myself too, but I shouldn't even try that. I'm going to fucking kill myself trying to do all this stuff. Appreciate it, P-Rem. Love it, Destined L3. Always positive vibes even when down. Hell yeah. And that's what hope looks like, right? Hope does not look soft or Disney-like. Hope looks fucking, dark and heavy. Hope looks like everything is gone wrong. There's no option. There's no way to pull out of it. And you still find a way. So, I feel like literally this is not working out. I feel like this is completely hopeless for me. But I'm not going to stop trying because I'm on this earth. I'm in this dimension. And this is what I'm doing. So I literally do not feel like there's any hope. And that's the funny thing is, like, I'm so determined, that, like, I literally believe, like, that there is no hope. Like, I've thought about all these options. I've tried so many things. I literally believe there's no hope, but I'm still going to keep going, and I'm just going to try to make more real shit, because I think this is the point I had to go through. If I didn't go through this point, it would still just be surface level shit, right? Forever. Especially, if it was already getting views, already getting money, I think it would all be lame shit. But going through all of this, feeling like there's no hope, feeling like there's no way for me to make it, it's like, okay, well, shit, I guess I gotta make actual stuff now. I can't keep fronting. I gotta make the real art. I gotta be pure now. It's like, I can't even fuck around and try to make some surface stuff. Still smoking brick weed, absolutely. Freddie says, you always been the friend despite anything. You want to be a better friend, support everything. Damn, I appreciate that, dog. Progression, not perfection. Yeah, we definitely got to link up, bro. I have not smoked a backwood in a minute. I feel like we could do some good shit smoking up backwoods. And the main thing is, I just got to get the homies in on it. I think I want to build out a crew, and then I want to have my homies in where they don't need a responsibility. Because like I said, Isaiah, he won't even respond to his messages. Like they're great people, and they're still the people I enjoy being around the most. I just can't give them responsibility. It's like, if I could still be around the homies and have the responsible team, have like a full-on team that's like, for the production. That's like what it is about. And then make the production with the homies that don't want to do shit. I feel like that would be a good combo. Because we can start getting some Stoned Alone shit where I'm just like, I don't know, I take my homies out on a trip or like take them somewhere they've never seen before and have the production team cover it like a movie and actually like, the edits and like the everything, the color correction. Use motion array. Yo, Cody, you know your shit, bro. I've used motion array in the past before. I definitely gotta use some more of it. Yo, Cody, where did you come in from, dog? You know some shit. Um, but yeah, you have an hour to chill before the next class. Hell yeah, plant-based MMA. That's what's up. And I don't know. It's good for me to go through these downsides because it's gonna bring out the realness in me. If I only have ups, I'm only gonna become more and more of an asshole. And like I already am more of an asshole now than when I started because I've just been chasing this media shit and this fame stuff. I've been surrounding myself with social media people. Not saying that they're all fake, but the whole premise of social media is fake. So I've literally only surrounded myself with other Instagrammers and shit, and like I literally like turned into like an Instagram algorithm. Like I don't even know who I am anymore. I spent too much time around, like just like not real shit. But yeah, for real manager. I would love to, and that's the thing too. I wouldn't want things to go wrong. I'm glad I haven't looked for like a manager and that shit because it could have gone really wrong. You could have a manager and they fuck up the whole thing. Like Smosh got bought out and they destroyed the whole thing. But it would be amazing. I would love to have a manager and have an agent and like I don't have to fucking worry about it and they bring in money, and then have a designated editor, a designated file manager, literally someone just to make sure the files are backed up and shit. And if we're able to make this as a team, like, that would be amazing. And I wouldn't do this all production value just to make fake shit. Like, I want all this production value to make, like, movies. Because I would do that. That's the one thing I can't do alone. Like, alone, I can make weed videos. I can make vlogs. So, when I add people on, I'm not adding people on just to make more vlogs and shit. It's like, when I add people on, we're gonna make fucking movies. And that's all I want to do. It's literally all I wanted to do since the day I was born. So, we're gonna make it happen. And it's never easy, It's never quick. It's not like Tarantino was putting his shit out at 21, so, it took him until, like, 30. He was, like, 30 by the time he was able to start making movies and shit. So, I think of it like I have 10 years to actually get to a point where we got a fucking team, we got real movies, and that's all I care about. It's literally the only thing I care about. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Caribou Lou, that's a good one. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. That's definitely been me. Yeah, man, you know how it can feel a dim darkness around you. You can relate. Stay alive. Thank you, dog. It takes years and discipline. I believe in you. Thank you, P-Rem. And yeah. And, it's like, it's good to talk about this shit because, I know I'm not alone in this. I know that this is part of the human experience. So I'm not just saying, woe is me. Oh, we got a notification on the super chat, too. Thank you. That does mean a lot. We are, that itself, like these donations, are the only revenue from Stoned Alone. So I do appreciate it. And because of these, we don't have to have, like, ad segments. It's, like, through the donations, through the Patreon, and the merch. Which is kind of funny that I'm trying to sell people merch and I don't even have it myself. It's like the shipment got lost to Brazil, so... but every other country, it works. Just, if you're in Brazil, you might have problems, like I did. Anyways, though, yeah, it's like, I'm not just saying, woe is me, like, I think that my life is hard or anything. It's just that no matter who you are, whatever you're going through, there are times of the breaking point, and it feels like it's impossible, and you have to be able to stay determined and make it through, even when it feels like life is kicking the shit out of you, kicking you in the urethra. You still have to find a way to, like, keep going. Even a weird thing just happened with, like, my nose, and, like, I felt the pressure. It was weird. But this fucking life is hard, you still gotta push through it and shit. What's the favorite food? So, they have stuffed churros. I should honestly make a video on that. They have stuffed churros with, like, the caramel in it. That's really fucking good. But that's just, like, a random thing. I love just the barbecue. Just, like, in the sushi. So, literally, they have buffets, and they just got, steaks and sushi. And I do love that. So, and then that's my My biggest problem here is like I have to decide the route of action I take. I can either hunker down and build a base here in Brazil, which overall I want to do, but it's gonna take so long that I think I want to come back to that. Like I'll get back to that later. But basically, I'm down to work like non-video shit too. Just work a normal ass job, save up here, get a place, and then have a base. Because once you have a place, not having to pay rent, that's huge. That's like set forever. So I want to get a place. That's the route of action I want to take. Like build out a spot here and be able to bring people down and have like the workstation, the Stoned Alone HQ. But then the other route I could take is just totally no fucks given, guerrilla style. Even as I say that, it sounds a lot more fun, so maybe I'll have to do it. But it's either I stay here and over the next 10 years save up and get a house and then start making movies, or I just jump back to America, fucking like tour around the whole country, try to vet out these people for my team, and then go to like Europe next year and then try to fucking do some shit in Europe. And I don't know, it's funny because it's like I want to do these grand things, but that shit is crazy hard, crazy difficult, and I believe that it will all work out, because not to be in a cocky way, but I just know that the lengths I will go are further than that anyone else would go. I will go to further lengths than anyone else in the world for WeedTube stuff specifically. And it is pretty specific. I mean, specifically within WeedTube, creating movies for stoners. I think that's a real specific thing, and I'm gonna go to the ends of the earth to do that. In terms of resources, America is the land of possibility. That is true. And it's been very it's been good for me to leave, because I took that shit for granted. While I was in America, I wasn't doing shit, I was just fucking smoking weed every day, chilling on the couch, waiting for the days to go by. So, while in America, I didn't do shit, but I really could have. Like, I had a lot of resources. I had all the fucking resources. So, Seth Rogen. Exactly. I fucking love Seth Rogen. I'm sure we all do, That literally changed filmmaking, that changed comedy when Superbad came out. And, it's like, he's kind of like disappeared a little bit. There's like, he was in that movie with Charlize Theron, but I didn't really watch that. Yes, exactly like Seth Rogen. Exactly. Because he just wrote that with his childhood buddy. Evan Goldberg, I think. Seth Rogen and Evan, they literally went to middle school together, and they wrote Superbad in middle school. So they're writing it, and they're like changing it over the years. They're writing it for years and years, and then someone else directed it. But like that to me is the ultimate story. A stoner from fucking Vancouver with his best friend. They make it. They fucking come out with Superbad, and it was less than a year before Pineapple Express came out. So it was all this initial breaking through. It was so difficult for them to get to this point. It took them all the way till that time. But then Superbad came out, and they had free reign. Sony just let them make Pineapple Express right away. They literally just gave the funding for it. Sony paid for Superbad and Pineapple Express, and all their later ones too. So after Pineapple Express, what was it? They did the Apocalypse movie, This Is the End, and then they made The Dictator. And there's some other stuff, but like those were the main ones. And exactly, I would love to do that, and I think things work out in the right way. It's like I'm not trying to complain. It's just like I am frustrated, but I understand that things take time, and I don't expect them to already happen. It's just that I'm frustrated because I know it's like, oh shit, this is gonna take maybe another 10 years before we're actually at that point, and that's why it's kind of like fucking with me, because I'm like, oh, I thought like it would already be done by now, but that is life, and I'm not trying to get a free lunch here. I'm not trying to take the easy way, because I always have. Up until this point, I've literally only tried the easy way. I've tried to, try to get away with shit, and I know now that never fucking works, because it really doesn't. But yes, Pineapple Express. And someone smoking on the Hawaiian snow. Hell yeah. Yo, so Berbio, numero uno. I feel like you've hopped in here saying the Hawaiian snow before as well. Good to see you. But yes, Seth Rogen, that is the ultimate inspiration to me. And then, along with James Franco, who is like a legit ass actor, like a full on, like a masterful actor, but he's just also doing the stoner movies. That's just amazing. Like, I fucking love the Seth Rogen shit. The easy way can also be the best way. True, Yellow Penetrator. The, life's a fucking thing. Like, it's fucking, it's hard to explain in one saying. But yes, the easy way can be the best way, but oftentimes not. It depends. Seth Rogen used to do these announcements that played on the Vancouver transit system. Hey, that's hilarious. Hey, Vancouver, it's Seth Rogen. Make sure you keep your feet off the seats. That's hilarious. I've ever tried stand-up comedy. That's how Seth got into entertainment. Ooh. That would be good because that would humble me. Like, I know that stand-up comedy would be a good one because I know I would get, like, I would have to eat a lot of shit. I would bomb a lot, and that would make me understand, like, okay, like, what works and what really does not work. Maybe I should try that shit, because one thing about me was I grew up in, the participation trophy era. So, it's like, I try not to be a little bitch, but I was kind of raised into this era of Gen Z, and I'm sure we got some Gen Z watching, shoutouts, but, born in 1999 is like, that participation trophy thing is like, I think in a lot of ways I feel almost entitled to everything I'm seeking, and I have to switch that mentality, because I'm not entitled to shit, I really am not. I'm fucking anyone else, like, everyone is just a person, so, it's not like anyone owes me shit, or the world owes me shit. It's like the world is us ourselves, so there's no way to be in competition with the world or the universe, because we are it, we can only flow within it. We can't compete against the world or the universe. Shout out to UK, smoking on Stardog and 24K. Nice, Jaden. We all strive for the path of least resistance. Exactly. Like a river, all we want to do is flow. Yes. Yes, Caribou. And overall, I'm always just trying to go with the flow, but sometimes you have to go upstream to get to the right flow. You gotta go through some shit, you gotta go through some resistance, and then you can go with the flow, and then not resist. But sometimes you have to cut through that shit to get to the right path that you want to be in. Sometimes we aren't in the path that we're gonna end up in. Sometimes we are going with the flow, but it's taking us away from where we're meant to be. But overall, I'm enjoying this stream. Not to be superficial about it, but we got more people watching than usual too. So I feel like I'm, just being a little more real. It's like, it is good for self-reflection, and I do realize, I can be an asshole, and like, I'm gonna try not to. It's I think it's one thing I always underestimated is how easy it is to become an asshole. And it just happens slowly. It happens when you're just like, not trying, or just like anything like that. So, I'm trying not to be an asshole. I realized that over the past couple of years, I did end up becoming that. About to go pick up some platinum Girl Scout cookies. Fuck yeah, dog. See you next stream. Appreciate it. Take care. You as well. I appreciate the words during the stream. But yeah, everybody, appreciate every single person watching this. It does mean a lot. And mostly, I'm just going to be pivoting. I'm going to try to be making these movies. And even if not, I want to get someone on camera that's filming all the behind the scenes. Because even if I fail at making these movies and it's like nothing goes right, then that will be the content. The content will be like the behind the scenes of me trying and like failing and like trying to make it work, and like the downsides of me like ripping my hair out. I feel like that's good content. That's the shit I love watching, is like these movie documentaries showing the filmmaker just like fucking losing their minds and like trying to get it together. I feel like that would be good Stoned Alone content. It's like me as a director smoking a blunt, like, just like, fuck, I don't know how this is gonna work. You know, nothing's going right. All the shit's broken. We're out of storage. I think that's gonna be some great content. Being able to speak about your mentality in a third person and a self-reflective manner is a life skill not to be taken for granted. Thank you, Caribou Lou. Yeah, I mean, we gotta, you know, be able to understand our own mentality if we want to suffer less. So, that's one thing I feel grateful about. It's like, I'm talking about these problems I'm facing, but as long as you're able to identify what's bothering you, it's a lot better than, you know, just feeling crazy. So, while I do feel like there's a lot of burden, I feel like there's a lot of shit that's not going right, overall, I don't feel like I'm suffering in life. You know, it's like I see these issues and issues are resolvable. So it's like I don't feel like I'm suffering too hard. Like I feel like these are difficult ass problems, but we're gonna make it through. And I don't feel like you know, I don't feel like I'm really suffering. I just feel like it's a challenge, you know, and all challenges can be overcome. But that's how I see this. Is I got a lot of shit to overcome, and it's gonna be a bitch, but it is gonna be overcome. What if you took Adderall and Stone Alone became the plot of Limitless? That is hilarious. Yo. I've actually never done Adderall before. I know my brother during college, he was doing a shit ton of that, and even as an engineer, he was like, yeah, I needed to fucking go hard on Adderall even just to like, you know, be an engineer and do overtime. But yes, comparison is the thief of joy. Ooh, that is a good one, Caribou Lou. And that's one, it's like, I'll have moments. Can you say Mr. Beast for me, please? Yes, Mr. Beast. Got you, Ollie T. It's hilarious that video got no views. It's like, you know, and that's the thing. If you do something for views, then that's how you get disappointed. So it's like, I didn't do it for views, but it's also hilarious that I literally said Mr. Beast for like 2 days straight. Like 40 hours, and there's like no views on it. But I think that's why I'm really giving up hope on the superficial shit, which is a good thing, because I kept trying. You know, I had a part of me was pure, and like I could envision these pure films and like good shit. But I was like, okay, before I do that, I'm gonna try the easy route first. I'm gonna try to get clout. I'm gonna try to get views. And it never fucking worked for me. Even when I thought I really had a chance, when I really like calculated it, it still never worked. So it's a blessing in disguise. Like at the end of the day, it's like I'm not even gonna try this superficial shit anymore. I've tried for a long time and it has not worked. So that's a good thing for me. It's a good thing that it didn't work, because I have non-superficial shit to say. I have movies within me. I have scripts that I have yet to write. Like, I can put this stuff in the world, but, you know, if I keep trying to be superficial, then this real shit won't be able to come out. So, I'm glad that nothing has fucking worked for me, because I'm not even gonna try this bullshit anymore. You know, other people got it. There's other WeedTubers. Respects to them. They can do the WeedTube videos, but I want to make movies, and we're gonna do it. And, you know, just because nothing else is working for me, I'm gonna actually make the movies I want to make. If, you know, if other things were working for me, maybe the movies would be, you know, sponsored, or maybe have like ad spots, or be like clean, or like for something. But because nothing has worked for me, I'm like, alright, fuck it, you know, I've flipped that switch. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm gonna put out what I was originally gonna put out before all of this shit happened anyways. Gonna make the good shit now. And I feel like that is the way to resonate with people. And that, you know, not saying that it will, you know, there's still a huge chance that nobody watches it. But if I put some real movies out, I think that has a chance of people fucking with it. Whereas, even though I can edit a WeedTube video well, it's just a WeedTube video, so I think people don't really care. But if I'm able to make a movie and it really speaks to people, maybe that has a chance. Would I ever do a podcast? Thank you, Cameron Mack, and yes, I will be back to the podcasting. Actually, I realized how much of an asshole I was, because I shot like 3 podcasts, and I honestly didn't like the vibe I was putting out. I was like, wow, like that's what I sound like. So they're going to be available for Patreon. We have 3 podcasts. for Patreon only, and then I will be back to them on this channel. I will be doing podcasts again, but like I literally just sounded like an asshole, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. So that's why I didn't release any recently. So I'm going through some of the spiritual shit, like cleansing out the fucking lied to myself, like by pretending like I wasn't bitter instead of just facing it and like dealing with it. But in many ways, I can get bitter, so I'm just like trying to get that out of my system. My man, what's up, OG Luke? Good to see you, bro. Stay up. Thank you for everything. Got to go back to work, but blessings. Hell yeah, Freddy. Blessings, and if you're serious, we'll definitely link up again. Where are you staying at these days? I'm sorry we didn't link up while I was in California. I think that was a big lesson for me. I literally have lived in California, but I didn't even try. It's one thing if I tried and nothing worked. But while in California, like, I didn't even fucking try. I didn't write anything. I didn't shoot anything. And that's where everything is. That's literally all the fucking filming locations, all the people, like actors, anyone in film industry. It's like, I didn't even try while there. And, I was just a baby. I just turned 19. So it's not like I had, like, that much charisma or anything, or, like, actual confidence. But, like, yeah, moving forward, I'm now realizing the things I fucked up on, and that's what life's all about, right? You realize what you fucked up on and try to do less of it. So I have any idea or drafts waiting to be put into the works? Great question, Jarrell. I got some stuff written around me, and this is one thing too, is like, this is why I need a team, because I fucking come up with ideas like every 10 minutes, but I need to like focus on them. I need to develop them, because I can't just keep coming up with new ideas. Like, I have to take one and actually make it instead of just fucking coming up with them. So I have one here. So here's an idea. It's with Isaiah as the main person, so I don't know if this is gonna work, but Isaiah just wants to play a game of poker, but everything goes wrong. So imagine this whole movie where, like, the poker table's set up, he's about to play, but then, like, he answers a phone call, and then he does an errand, and then the whole movie he's trying to get back to the poker game, but he can't, because people are, like, distracting him, and crazy shit's happening, and, like, he gets framed for a murder or something. Like, I didn't even think about it yet, but the premise is just poker, and he's trying to get back to the game. Melibon, good to see you, bro. I appreciate it. And that's one thing too. I'm horrible with outreach. Even if I do have resources, I'm horrible with keeping up with them. So Melibon, I'll definitely hit you up on the Discord after this. I'm sorry I forgot, but I appreciate you for joining in on here. I have some ideas for ebooks. This is a different thing, but I want these to be completely free on the website. And then I'll have like a paid audiobook, so it's like, there is a completely free version, but then, there'll be like an audiobook and shit. But I even put a poll up on the community side of the channel. So if you go to the community part of the channel, I've been posting like every day. Join in on there. I appreciate the feedback. But the one that was most voted is Tim's Diary of Psychedelic Encounters. So this is going to be fun because it's going to be the most easy to write, too, because it's just, like, recalling different times I've tripped. But I'll be coming out with an ebook. It'll be all the times I've tripped. And then later on, there will be a Stoned Loner ebook. And that's basically just, like, from starting the channel until now, like, until Brazil. So that's going to be interesting. The Stoned Loner. And I'll be able to put in some stories there about other weedtubers. And I don't know how deep I'll be able to go with it. I don't want to piss anyone off too much, but it would be hilarious to put some stories in there, like, oh yeah, this weedtuber is doing a shit ton of coke, and fuck, I don't know how much I'm able to write, and like, if everyone hates me, like, that's gonna suck, but it's also gonna be hilarious to like put the realness out there, because no one even knows, who anyone is. You only see social media posts of people, so it'd be interesting to have this WeedTube book, my perspective as the 17-year-olds meeting all these other WeedTubers, and I'm not trying to, like, expose anyone, but there are some stories that I probably couldn't say other than in this book. And because I know these motherfuckers aren't gonna even read my book, it's like, I'll be able to talk about them, because I know they're not fucking supporting me getting this shit, so whatever. It's this is hilarious. It's like, it would be wise to be careful with that. Words are very powerful. Thank you, Melly Bond. Yeah, I'm not trying to do it anything like that. I'm not trying to like like do that. But it will be an interesting story, and there will be some stuff there that I definitely couldn't say otherwise. And overall, I'm not trying to tarnish anyone. I definitely don't want to. But actually, the first story in there will be interesting because the first story is how everyone else in the group tarnished someone and they like disappeared. But like it'll be interesting to say the perspective of like the mob mentality and how easily everyone fell into that. And but words are very powerful. I'm not trying to fucking do that. I'm just trying to recount like the memories of starting it. But yes, there will be some stories. Temecula, nice, bro. If you don't mind me asking, like, are you like you got roommates or something? Cause for me, like that was one thing I realized about the real world is like it's fucking hard to hold down rent. Like that shit is actually not easy. And to be fully honest, people can hate me for this. It's all good. Like, definitely, it's good to hate me for this. It's like I've never actually even like lived on my own or held up a full rent on my own before. I've always had roommates or just crashing with family or just crashing with people, rent free. So that's one thing. Is like honestly that's a dumb thing about my story. Is like that is pretty lame, but it's also kept me able to like keep creating because I've literally actually never held down a full rent. California, I held down a half a rent, and that was $1,000 a month. I can't believe that shit. That I even lasted through that. Just thought to mention, I do appreciate Melly Bond. Yeah, that is a great thing to mention. That is a good thing to watch out on, because it's like I don't mean any ill will, but words are very powerful. It's good to watch words and not just throw them out there, and that's something I've realized as well. It's very easy to just spit out some words, but like you gotta be careful what you put out into the world and what you mean with what you're saying. And I wrote some other stuff on here. Stoner Starbucks stories. I really want to do that one. That's gonna be a good ebook, and videos come from that and shit. And I want to go back and interview the people I worked with at Starbucks. Again, this is a regret. I should have just done this while still in Denver. But I want interviews with all the people I worked with at Starbucks. That will be hilarious. Just imagine like the stories of them and the stories of them talking about me. Like, yeah, Tim, that fucking lazy motherfucker hopped in here and didn't know what he was doing. It'd be hilarious to see other real people and what they thought about me. It'd be even funnier if I had someone else interview them, so they like I'm not in the room and they're like talking shit about me. That would be a hilarious video. That's something I want to do because I want to hear like the objective reality of how people saw me, especially like my manager. Imagine seeing a video of my manager at Starbucks and him being like, yeah, this motherfucker, and like him being like, yeah, you probably went out and smoked weed on smoke breaks, and that would be hilarious. Flip Fiddler. Yo, I would be, but not at this Airbnb. Anytime I would be able to, I would smoke, but I'm not smoking today just because this Airbnb specifically, but I will be back to smoking soon. Also, I should probably make some food. I'm fucking starving. I can't believe it's 4 o'clock. Oh, shit, bro. It feels like it's still morning. But yeah, I gotta get some shit together. I gotta get the team. And I want reliable people. It's like, I know some really chill people, and I'm still going to hang out with them. I could have them in the videos, but I can't have people on the team that are, like, less reliable than I am, because that's not going to work whatsoever. And, actually, shit, I'm overthinking a lot of things. If I'm really serious about this, I can put together a team. The problem is they're across the whole America. It's like, I know a producer in California, and then the film teacher in Denver, and then a homie in Atlanta. So that's across the whole fucking states. But if I was able to bring these 3 people together, that alone, we'd be able to literally make some fucking movies. So I am overthinking shit. I honestly just got to get back on that. But then it becomes a money thing, right? And this is one thing where I got to just not be scared, because if I have the full determination, it will work out in the end. But it's also like, where does the money come from? So, this is my whole dilemma. I'm down to just work a normal fucking job and save up and then use that on movies. But it's also, it's difficult, takes time. And honestly, if the team was together, we'd be able to make money off video stuff, and it wouldn't just be like an alone thing. It'd be as the team, so that would be less commercial and shit. Like that would actually just be working. What's the birthday? You're curious about the zodiac sign? September 1st, Virgo. Yo yo yo, unusual flyer, Sam Bartlett. Good to see y'all. My opinion on sativas. I've definitely got really racy sativas. I can totally get into that paranoia-induced state, so sativas can get me there, and I try to avoid the super racy strains, the crazy shit. But, you know, I do like sativas because, you know, staying awake, because I don't like the feeling of watching a movie, smoking a blunt, and then like passing the fuck out and not being able to stay awake. That usually always happens to me. And that's why in my best weed in the world video, I talked about how, you know, I don't want the strongest weed. I don't want to fall asleep during a movie. I want to feel good during a movie, but like I don't want to fall asleep. So sativas, you know, I like staying awake, but I do like indicas for the body high. So, you know, strains are a toss-up anyways, right? Because some sativas make you feel sleepy. Some, you know, it can be reversed. It's not necessarily like specific, but overall, you know. So I do like indicas for the body high. I like body high more than anything else. Honestly, the end of the day, I just want to feel the fucking blasted body high. So I do like indica, but I don't want to be too asleep. So, you know, when we start making these strains, I'm talking like 10, 20 years from now, when we're making the Stoned Alone OG strain, I want it to be extreme body high, but no like falling asleep, just like extreme body high. And then, you know, we'll come up with another strain that's like the sativa, like the fucking wake and bake strain. You hope I post this, you gotta get. Alright, I'll keep it up for a day, and then I'll see from there. Hey, good to see you. It's been too long. Yo, Forbidden Bakery, good to see you. I had your sticker for the longest time. I know this is a random thing. This just like popped up in my head, but I had this wooden one-hitter that my dad gave me, and I had the Forbidden Bakery sticker right on the wooden dugout and the one-hitter. That shit was fire. Shoutouts to you. Indica makes you anxious. Interesting, Plucky Poop. Think of money like energy. Yes, exactly. Hell yeah. Whatever energy you'll put it at creating those movies is whatever wealth life can share with you, and more. You don't always need to be full at it enough. Full at it though, just take care. Thank you, Millie Bond. Yeah, you know, it's interesting because life is the funniest thing, because anytime you feel like, oh, I figured it out, or like I've like learned some new things, life is like, oh yeah, bitch, well you didn't know this, and then it's like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Like, what the fuck? Life still has more lessons, and obviously I'm still very young. Like that's kind of like a dumb thing to say, but like no matter what, there's still fucking more lessons. No matter how many times you learn something, it's like, oh shit. Like, I did not see that coming. So life is hilarious, and I like that notion of energy. Money is like energy. It really is, because wait, what? Okay, wait, sorry. I just freaked out for a second here. Why did I delete my Ice Cubes in a Bong video? Yo, if this is deleted, I'm gonna fucking. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything because I can't do anything about it, but. Let me make sure, let me see what's up here, because that's literally like the biggest performing video. It's not deleted. I don't think it is. Sorry, there's a lot of ups and downs in like 3 seconds there. I don't think it's deleted. It says in the last 30 days I lost subscribers from this video. How is that possible? Oh shit, man. Yeah, this video was the hugest video on the channel, or at least you know, like current time-wise, and then it got age-restricted, and then there's no more views on it. So I think that's the deal with it, is it's just age-restricted, so it is still up, but you... Wait, I don't even think it is. Is it? Sorry, there's a lot of ups and downs, but no, I did not delete the Ice Cube video. I don't know what happened there. But, yeah, that video was, that was a big one. You sure you're not high yet? Hey, good question, Sam. I actually am not. But I'm just naturally high, honestly. Like, I really just kind of am. But I haven't blazed since last night. I went on a huge binge with Kill Bill. I literally read both Kill Bill screenplays, and then I watched. I didn't actually finish it through. I watched first Kill Bill and just kind of skipped through the second, and then I watched a whole behind-the-scenes documentary on Kill Bill. So it's like that's a good movie. But yeah, I just want to make movies because watching that, I'm realizing like, yeah, if Tarantino wanted to, he could make WeedTube videos, and that would have been a good practice and shit. But that's not what Tarantino was meant to do. You know, Tarantino wasn't meant to just talk to a camera and like, you know, post short things every week. Tarantino was meant to make these 10 fucking masterpiece movies and see them all the way through. Write them, fucking choreograph all the fight scenes, get the perfect actors, and direct that motherfucker. Like, that is what he was meant to do. And that's what I feel like I'm meant to do, is make some movies. And believe me, they're all gonna have elements of stoners. They're all gonna have weed and psychedelics in them. So it's like, I want to make movies, but we're gonna, you know, bring on this whole psychedelic aspect to it because, you know, there is trippy stuff out there, but in general, I don't know many movies that like really delve into that. Real like good ass cinematic movies that also have psychedelic, you know, lessons to them. It doesn't mean it just, you know, like a trip sequence where someone takes a tab and it's like animation. Like, I'm talking like real like fucking concepts of psychedelia and life and death itself, and what are we and who are we and what is being itself, and, you know, is all of this just a simulation? Are we just playing a character? And oh shit, okay, something just popped back up in me. It'd be great to do a little short film where it's like dying and then you wake up from the simulation and it's literally just like playing a VR game. Okay, that is gonna be a good one. That's something that is gonna be possible to do. Dying and then, yo, that's gonna be hilarious. Especially, how would we die? Like, a sequence of me getting run over by a car, like, it just opens with that. Just imagine, like, I'm smoking a blunt, and then I walk across the street, and just immediately I get hit by a car and die. And it's like, oh shit, and then like, I wake up, and then it's like, literally just VR goggles, and I take them off, and then it's like, it's running on the PC, and it just says Earth. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, or it just says outside. That's the name of the game, is just outside. And I'm just like, what the fuck, what happened? And they're like, oh, bro, you know, you could have gotten a better score, you better go back in. And I'm like, what wasn't I Tim? And then I can make it really meta, because I could literally be like myself. I could wake up and be like, oh, aren't I Tim? Aren't I doing Stoned Alone? And they're like, yeah, you know, that's a pretty cool thing. We haven't seen many people do that within the simulation. I'm like, what, the simulation? And they're like, yeah, bro, you don't remember? And then it's like, I don't know, it could just be that. Because that wouldn't have to be a whole movie. That could just be like a few-minute video. But that's the kind of shit I want to do, you know? The fucking huge voice crack there. But I feel like for me to make that is more of my purpose than just to, like, you know, I don't know, just like smoke weed. Because, like, mad respect, there's a lot of people that do that. And there's a lot of people that at this point are doing it better than I was doing it. Like, that's one thing with the Eric Hahn, like, mad respects, because he's literally doing it better than when I was. Because I have always had an element where I was trying to, you know, add some kind of extra shit into it where it is nice just to smoke and just to be a chill person. So it's like, I almost feel like that's not even who I am now. It's like, I should be making this, because this kind of shit, this game over video, that is something that I can make, and I should, because, like, you know, put it out into the world. It's like, even if I do really die and really wake up in the simulation, I'll know that I made that video within the simulation, and that, like, some people were able to watch it and enjoy it while playing the game of Earth. So, dying and then waking up with VR. And I even know someone that's obsessed with VR, so, like, it would be fun to shoot it with them and then, like, have them be the person that runs me through, like, oh yeah, you don't remember, like, the game, and, you know, the rules of the game is there's gravity, and oh, man, okay, this is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna fucking write this. I want to go back to the States and just shoot a shit ton of stuff, like, shoot, like, 10 fucking scripts, like, a couple movies, like 8 shorts, just go back to the US, shoot this until I'm fucking out of resources, come back here and edit it, something like that, dying and then waking up in VR. And the money thing, it's I think I have to assemble a team, and I still have to make money through cannabis videos, because you know, to be fully honest, like, I've made some good money, and not as in like I made a lot before. It was just like I was lazy, so I'd only do like one project every few months. It's like, so every project I've done, I've actually brought in a decent amount. And I'm talking just commercials for weed companies. So I should build a team and make those commercials with them, because I hate doing that commercial shit. But if it's a team and it's for these movies, you know, that's a different cause, it's a different reason. And literally just for one weed commercial, we could shoot a whole movie. So like, we could literally shoot a movie per fucking weed commercial. So I should be trying to get back into that. And I'm gonna be fully honest, like, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I literally still owe shit to a couple weed companies, and I think I've actually like fucked up my reputation. Because I think the people I've actually worked with in weed, like, I just didn't deliver, and I like fucked up on it. And if I had a team, we would have been able to do it. But just as a single person, it's like I wasn't able to get like models and like actors and shit for these sequences. So I really fucked myself over on a lot of stuff. And if I went hard from the beginning, like the first year I went really hard, and I kind of held on to that, and was like, I'll look back on the first year and be like, oh, at least the first year I went hard. And then the second year I went pretty hard, but then I just kind of went lazy. So like, all of these issues that I'm facing are from my own problems. It's like, I'm not blaming anything on anything else. Like, I would like to, but I can't. All the problems I'm facing is because I was a little lame, I was a little lazy, so I like literally fucked up on stuff, and I think I have a bad reputation. Like, people don't really fuck with me, and like, you know, I got to build new connections and stuff. But I've burned actual bridges before, and like, that sucks, because I didn't mean to do that, but just from being lazy, I've burned some bridges, and through that, I could have even, you know, still kept making some money, and that money would have gone right into these films and shit. So whatever, I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not trying to complain, but yes, I have a lot of burned bridges. I'm gonna try to rekindle these and, you know, get this shit good again. And mainly, I just need a team, because I think people don't trust me. If I'm like, hey, I'll make you a commercial, they're like, yeah, I don't believe you. But if I'm like, okay, this is the team is gonna make you a commercial, they're like, okay, yeah, sure, I believe you. So I just gotta build this fucking team. It was always a thought, but like, I just didn't put in the effort. Like, if I did it last year, then now it would already be built. So thinking out loud, I do need to just build this team. Binet Goering, appreciate you. You said I have the best editing. Thank you, dog. And that's the thing, with just a little bit help. If I could have someone just do most of the editing, and then I come in and add in like the extra, the final like panache, we could do a lot more shit. And then Cade, smoking on some homegrown, hell yes. You remember the words of uplifting humanity. This is a planet of constant change. Yes, even the body is not the same as yesterday. Exactly. Which is why it's full of infinite potential. Hell yeah. You for some reason could see me being a stand-up speaker. Thank you, dog. I did a little bit of Toastmasters, like public speaking class, and that shit was at 16. Like, I'm glad at 16 I was trying a lot of shit. I was going really hard, because now I can like look back on that and be like, oh, okay, like, it is possible to like go out into life hungry and like get it and like all that stuff. But it's kind of hilarious that like to say like how much shit I was doing at 16, because like I was being this little pretentious bastard and like doing public speaking and stuff, and like it's really good that I was like getting these skills in. But that's just so funny that 16-year-old me thought I was the shit, and then like, and I just kind of like like nosedived, and then now 5 years later I'm like coming back up, like, oh, okay, whew, like shit, okay, and now I know what it means to struggle. I'm gonna fucking get back to trying to like do stuff again. It's like, I understand, I'm gonna be humble now. I'm not gonna try to act like I'm the shit. Like, that failed for me. I see why people don't fuck with that now. Like, I understand now why people don't fuck with that. Heartbreak Death. Also harvested too early. Nice. Yup, learning process. I definitely got to get harvesting too. If I could grow a bunch of weed, then that would cut out a huge expense. because even later we're doing a re-up. I'm literally spending the last of my money. Like because we overstayed our visa, I owe the Brazilian government some money now, and I'm literally about to spend that money on weed. I'm about to spend the last of my dollars on some more weed. So I gotta get growing again, and yeah. I really have to go hard, because it's like if I don't go hard, I'm gonna be eaten alive by life. I'm gonna get fucked. But if I go all the way, there's a chance we're able to pull through with all this. Mystery seeds turn out great. Hell yeah, I got a bunch of brickweed seeds. Also unnamed, I'm sorry, I saw this comment a minute ago, but I forgot to respond. Shoutouts to England. States, no, Canada. Yo, Cade, you know, you have a good point. I don't know what visa shit I would have to go to, but I would be down to go to Canada. Fucking go to Canada. Work Starbucks, Tim Hortons, that shit would be fire. Work at Tim Hortons. I'm down to do Canada, you know, work and fucking nature. That's one thing. I fucking love nature, and you know, okay, like that's one thing I've been procrastinating too. There's literally trails on this island. Like I'm literally living next to some trails, but I haven't gone to any of them yet. So I love to say I like nature. I love to front on that, but I haven't even attempted. So I have to get back to that shit as well. I think that'll help me clear my mind and think about this shit, just to fucking be out in nature. But yo, I mean, like, this was just really on the spot, but I would be down for Canada. Shit, I'm gonna have this paper. I'm just gonna write options, and I would be down for Canada. Is it expensive though? Like where? I mean, I'd be down to live in bumfuck Canada. I don't care. Like, I lived in North Dakota. I could live in Canada. Honestly, I'd be okay to go to North Dakota again too. North Dakota's pretty fire, but you know, there's just the issue of being in the States. Not a huge issue because you just hop up north, but whatever. Living in Vancouver or Alberta is your goal. I would love Vancouver, but I feel like that would not be cheap. I feel like that would still be very expensive, like anywhere else. But you know, Vancouver would be a good base. You know, Vancouver, they have coffee shops, which a lot of places don't. Yeah, Vancouver expensive as fuck. That's what I was thinking, plant-based MMA. Like, I've visited before, and that shit did not look fucking cheap. But, Canada. Maybe I'll write Alberta. Because, what's in Alberta? Calgary? I know there's a couple of really small weed tubers in Alberta. I already forgot what their names is. I could, if I really try to remember, I could think, but I don't know. But there's a couple girls in Calgary, I think, so we could do some collabing. Much love. See ya, Sam Bartlett. Alberta's pretty cheap compared to the rest of BC. Okay, good to know. And Edmonton. That's actually the town I was thinking about. That's where the people are. Edmonton. If you go broke, you can pan for gold. Yo, even if I don't go broke, I can pan for gold, right? Gold is the shit. Gold is a real value, not just paper monopoly money. Do people actually still pan for gold? Because, I mean, I guess if it was that easy, then a lot of people do it. So I'm sure it's not very easy, but that would be actually funny. Fucking make a video panning for gold and just smoking blunts and then one thing is, it's funny, it's like, it's good that I'm going through this failure because we're going to have a lot more involvement with the viewers. You know, if I just made it, then, you know, there'd be a chance that I wouldn't do shit like this. But because nothing is working out and I haven't made it, it's like, if any viewers want to be in a movie, fuck it, let's do it. You know, I don't have anyone else signing up for it. No one else is, like, trying to get in my shit. Even my friends and my acquaintances, I have to, like, convince them, you know, to join on a project. It's like, I have to, like, beg for my acquaintances to join in on shit. So, if any Stone Loners want to be in a movie, you know, maybe I can make a sign-up sheet or something, because, like, literally we could do that shit. Don't think you even need to worry, to be honest. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that. You should research the law of attraction. Yo, far ahead of you, dog. This whole channel is from law of attraction. Like, I would not be here right now if it wasn't for law of attraction. Like, here in Brazil, lived in, you know, just definitely law of attraction is the real shit. You're just in the grind stage, see you at the top. Thank you, dog. Yeah, I do have to get back in the grind stage, because that was one thing. I got cocky. I had the law of attraction, I was grinding, I got to where I wanted to be, but then I stopped grinding, and then everything went wrong for me. So I just got to keep grinding, I got to keep visualizing, and this will happen. Come to Idaho, you'll smoke and pan for gold in abandoned gold rush towns. Shit, alright, dog. Sign up for the newsletter. Let's see. Do I have, I don't know if I have the browser open. Yes, I do. I'm gonna drop this newsletter link. No joke. Please join it. I might start spamming it with shit too, like every upload. But, overall, the newsletter is real shit. Like, that is how I keep in touch, because, you know, you could be watching in the stream right now, but if in 6 months I visit your town, it's like, how do we find out? It's got to be through the newsletter. Because that's just the worst. When I get comments, people are like, come visit this town. And I literally do visit that town, but I like can't find the people. I'm like, shit, what was their name again? Like, that comment was like 6 months ago. So, I'm dropping the link down. I just got bit by more bugs. That shit is really intense here. It's summer now, so we're just getting bit like every second. I actually got 2 bites right here. I only pulled my sleeve down this far and I already got bit. Okay. I'm looking for the comments, and then I'll close Chrome because this shit is taking a lot of data. All right. Yeah, I gotta remember to just pop this in right away. But newsletter is right there. It's pinned. I'm closing out Chrome. I'm gonna keep this in an Evernote, so I'll be able to. Actually, I think it's already in the Evernote. Actually, I just forgot to fucking use it. Okay, doesn't matter. It's in the comments now. Join the newsletter. Back to these comments. Montreal is dope and not too expensive, but you'll need to learn some French just so people don't hate me. Nice. Yeah, I'll have to think about this. You know, Canada. The good thing about Canada is I could keep collabing in the States. You know, I could keep jumping into the States and doing collabs. That is pretty priceless. That is nice. But I don't know. Like I gotta see where the balance is. Where I'm trying to be too much of an idealist and like chase like, you know, like things that don't actually matter. Because in my mind, it's like I would be able to make a base out in Europe. Like Croatia is pretty cheap, great internet. I think I'd literally be able to set up a base in Croatia and like go all out in Croatia. But then, you know, like weed isn't as normal. I'd still be able to get weed, but it's not really like, you know, like it wouldn't be like the safest for it. And I love the idea of Europe, but you know, there's no collabing, and I would have to, if I wanted a team in America, I would have to like either fly them out there or like find a whole new team out there, which would be fucking really difficult. So you know, that might be a dumb idea, this whole Europe idea. Maybe that's just way out in the future. Maybe I gotta wait for a while, but I do feel like Europe would be just cool. Like, it'd be cool content, but honestly, I guess it's not really the most practical. But I don't know. I think Europe would be cool for movies. If there's a full-on script, Europe would be easy to find places where people wouldn't bother us. We wouldn't need any permits. Like, we just find, you know, castles and shit, and find like film in places like that. So that is one reason why I've been thinking about Europe. But also, COVID has switched everything up. And, you know, not to get into conspiracies, but, you know, in general, things are getting really locked up. Not even just COVID. I'm talking the UN, martial law type shit. Borders are still closed in Europe. So while it seems like a good idea, it might just still be totally closed off. And even though this virus isn't really like a thing anymore, these borders are still shut down. So that is a huge problem. And overall, if I haven't already said this, thank you all so much, because, you know, when I'm coming on here with this live, like, this isn't even just, I don't know, me trying to entertain people. Like, this is me actually trying to figure out what to do with my life, and I appreciate the actual insights from people, and y'all actually have good suggestions, like, better than, you know, anyone I talk to in real life. So, You know, that's a dangerous sword. Like, I still have to have people I talk to in real life, but I honestly don't. Like, I don't even talk to people. I don't even have, like, friends. It's just, I talk to the audience. And, you know, I'm glad we have it pretty small, so it's a very cool fan base, very loyal and, you know, good viewers. And I don't know, I'm just, like, putting adjectives on y'all, but I do appreciate it. And these are legit ass good fucking tips. I'm, like, literally, like, gonna base life decisions off of these comments, so I appreciate it. But overall, you know, I'm just trying to go with whatever the fuck is gonna happen, go with the flow. Come to UK. I honestly have thought about UK. I've never been, and I know two companies, the two companies I'm still actually working with, and I have problems with them. Fuck, I can get into that in a second, but I'm down for UK. I think that would actually work. I would actually be able to do that, and at the very least, be able to get a head start, because there are cannabis companies in UK, and I think I'd be able to work with them kind of like exclusively. America is fucking cutthroat, yo. Like, you know, I thought I was good, but there's a shit ton of fucking cannabis industry in America. It is cutthroat, and you know, in many ways, that's how it should be. Things should be competitive, so I'm not complaining. But holy shit, like, I had no idea. Like, in the cannabis industry, just as a media person, like, I wasn't even able to make it. And, like, again, as a team, it would be a different story. I should try that. But, fuck, like, I got so fucked. Like, literally, like, you know, like, trying to make it in the cannabis industry, like, I can't believe how difficult that was. Like, how fucking difficult and cutthroat it was, and how many other people are gunning for that shit. So, coming to UK, I think I'd be able to have less competition, and, yeah. Is it cool if you put two cities? Yes, please do, because, you know, it's actually all manually sorted, too. Like, I haven't been on there for a while. This is another fucking problem. I need a phone verification. So I haven't been able to log into my MailChimp, so I can't actually log into my newsletter until I can get a phone confirmation, but my phone won't receive the messages down here. Anyways, but yes, please do put any cities that you're willing to visit on there. I manually add every new contact. So I go into the MailChimp, every time someone comes in, I add them manually to a region, and then if I have a meetup in that region, I'll send it to that whole area. And, you know, I actually haven't done meetups through it, except I did it one time, and we didn't have any signups, so actually no one showed up. We're moving out of the apartment. I literally said, come to my apartment, this is the address, take anything you want, we're, like, dumping everything, and no one even showed up. So that's the kind of shit, like, I literally posted that up, but, you know, if you were in Denver at that time, y'all could have gotten that notification too, so... but yeah, newsletter, manually stuff, like, I'm gonna figure that out, and, you know, maybe I'll have multiple lists, because email list is nice for plugging stuff, but I also don't want to bother anyone, so maybe we'll have two, but yeah, I'll start, like, I'll send merch stuff through the mailing list, I'll send, meetup stuff, and new videos, because that was something. Someone says, just come to Michigan. That would work out. I was actually born in Michigan, and I would be down. I don't know. You really think so? Honestly, it's like, I'm wary of the U.S. Like, I would go, it does make sense, but, you know, it's just, I'm sketched out by the U.S. And I know that doesn't really make sense, and there's a lot of people still in the U.S., so it's like, what am I talking about? But, you know, I am serious about that. I don't want to get stuck in the U.S. again. Because, like, every day in the U.S., I just felt dread. I felt like I owed something. I felt like a government agency was just going to pull up and, like, kidnap me and, like, you know, like, take all my money and take all my taxes. And I literally feel that paranoia when I'm in America. And I know it's not just my paranoia, because I don't feel that anywhere fucking else, you know? I've been to other countries, I don't feel that way. I only feel that way in America. Are we doing another Mr. Beast session? We could. You know, if we could. I don't mean to be superficial with this, but, like, if we could do, like, it on here with donations and stuff, I would definitely be down to do it again. But I shouldn't be superficial like that. But also, it's like, I wouldn't do Mr. Beast again without donations. I already did it once just for fun. I would do it again, but it would be for for donations. Do Mr. Beast stream. Michigan is great. Okay. Yeah, I'm down to do Michigan. Because, you know, again, I was born there, but I'm not familiar with it. I don't remember it. You'll probably end up staying in the U.S. as long as they decriminalize. Hell yeah. You know, I do think they're going that route. There's so much bullshit happening, so much crazy stuff that I think legalization could just slip in there. Because, you know, there's so much stuff. There's fucking China, COVID, all that bullshit. Fucking New World Order. So maybe we could get decriminalized. Hopefully. But it could also go back to whatever. Why my background and clothes look like I'm in the Middle East? I don't think it does. But you look like the cool guy in the office who doesn't get dress coded for the long hair, but no one trips because I'm dope. I appreciate that, Dylan. Nice. Hell yeah, thanks. Is this Mid-East look? I guess a little bit. This is a tiny bit. I can see what you're saying with this. It's a hand-me-down for my brother, and motherfucker, he works out so much that he needs to tear his stuff open because his like neck is expanding from working out. So I just got the hand-me-down, and so that's why it's got the thing. It actually looks cool like that, but that's fucking hilarious. Like, he literally is so jacked. He's like, ah! That's hilarious. His neck has gotten so thick that, you know, we would have been the same proportional size, like, if he didn't work out. And this chain is, like, choking him. Like, he tried it on, so, like, he's the same size as me, but he, like, worked out until his neck fucking got that big. Shit's hilarious. But yeah. I will probably head out before too long, but, you know, this was a good stream. I feel like this is kind of, this is good shit. Because a lot of streams, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to talk about, you know, I'm just, like, talking about random shit. This specifically has been very helpful, and I gotta think some things over. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, you know. It doesn't really, I'd like to emphasize that, not because it's a bad thing, it's just, like, I just want to emphasize, because, you know, just a reminder, like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but eventually some shit's gonna start happening or something. I don't even know, but we're gonna be okay. I guess that's the fucking focus, right? It's just, if you stay tuned in on the channel, even if it's not weed videos anymore and it's movies, like, I won't let Stoned Alone die. It'll just be rebirthed into something else. Oh, Justin Bentley, I'm sorry, you said you just saw this and have to go to work. Nice. Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna head out pretty soon here, but main thing is I just gotta start writing. You know, I'm able to film, I'm able to edit, but I never tried writing. So right now, I'm just gonna fucking try to get that out of my system, and once we get some scripts, then, you know, we're ready to go. I just need a few helping hands, and we could literally just start making some fucking movies, and that's what I want to do. So, I appreciate the people's support, and maybe I'll start doing some crowdfunding. You know, it's always weird asking for money, but, you know, it's going to be pure shit. Like, it's going to be cool to make a movie without having to, you know, have, like, sponsors and, like, Kill Bill, right? I was watching it, and I was like, damn, this is so wild. Like, this is such an epic thing. But how are they able to make it? Oh, peace, Justin. Good to see you in here. Michigan, you'll have zero worries, and you can vape and smoke all day. Okay, maybe Michigan for a little bit. You know, not like permanent, but I could see going down to Michigan. I'm down. Do I get good weed down there? I have access to it, but I honestly don't want to pay for it, so we've been buying brick weed. Like, this is the rolling tray. It's just a notebook here. Try not to spill crumbs. But this is the brick weed. It's very cheap, so we can literally actually get good weed, but we have been choosing not to. We'll set up a grow and stuff out here, but yeah, that's the deal. Yo, Aqua V, what's up? Yo, that's a fucking OG name in there. I remember your comments from way back. You like to find a pond after a bar trip with the boys? Nice. Okay, you know, I'm down to go back to Michigan, back to the roots, and, I like how this is where my mind goes with it. I want to fucking join in these street races, yo. That's the kind of shit I want to see. I want to see some real fucking life shit. Cause I've seen all this. I've seen this bullshit before. I've fucking seen this LA lifestyle, and I don't even care. I want to see some fucking Detroit street racing. I want to do some street racing. Is that possible? Is that like that common? Cause I feel like that's gonna be the shit that's actually gonna be like cool to watch. Imagine a little documentary, fucking smoking blunts and like hanging around these street racers and like filming actual fucking Fast and the Furious thing, but it's like actual people and actual street racers. Oh fuck, that'd be so cool. Them Detroit street races, hell yeah. Okay, all right, y'all. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll come to Michigan. So listen, yo, Snatch Block, PREM. I appreciate y'all. Hit that newsletter, cause I might come to Michigan, and that newsletter will be the way I let you know whether I do or not. Michigan, don't forget. Okay, you know, I think I have an obligation to at least visit, at the very least. If I'm already visiting, then, you know, I'll stay for a little bit. So, it's not like I'm going to move there or anything, but I could see going back there for, you know, a good little minute, and, I'm going to write this down. Michigan, yo. Because one of my first mentor, like, a homie, is actually in Michigan, and, I know he's fallen on some bad times too, like, not to just like shit on him, but you know, I know him pretty closely, and I know that like nothing worked out for him. So the guy that was like my first mentor, and I looked up to him and his ability, like things did not work out for him. So maybe we should team up, join forces, because I know he's got some mad energy. He just needs the position to use it. Because I think that's one thing with all of us. We all have unlimited potential, and we are all able to fall into laziness and, like, not doing anything. No matter who we are. You know, whether it's fucking Elon Musk, they could easily fall back into the rut as well. And no matter who we are, you know, it's like we can fall into these different spots in life. So while I know this motherfucker and, like, nothing has been working out for him, I know that in the right position, in the right situation, this motherfucker could shine. So maybe I'll go back to Michigan, go to Detroit, go to Ann Arbor, and try to rekindle this relationship with Corey, because you know that was a real motherfucker, and I know he needs to use his skill, because otherwise it's just being wasted by not being used. But also, I gotta make sure, you know, it aligns with goals, because you can't just, like, walk up to someone and be like, hey, you know, do this for me, and, like, I know you'll be great at it, but, you know, it might not be what you want to do. Anyways, tip, what am I smoking on? I'm smoking on a brick weed. But Michigan, yeah, I would love to do this shit, Fast and Furious, in real life, and link up with Corey. Link with Corey. Oh, yeah. I really got to get this team going, don't I? That's the main thing. That's all we fucking need to move on to the next step. And then, you know, we can go from there. We can think of other shit from there. But if right now I had a team, we would be able to make some much more fire stuff. And before the team, I got to write, too. So I got to write. I want a whole batch of scripts. I want a whole shit ton of scripts. And just to know, like, okay, if we're not going to do this one, let's do the fucking next one. I want a fucking stack of scripts that I write. And we're going to get it. For the longest time, I thought, oh, I don't know how to write. I've never tried it. I'll just use other people's scripts. But it's like, and then there's a whole other fucking thing. It's impossible to find it. If you want them to rewrite it, you got to, like, you know, it's a pretty big ask. And then they might want some kind of shit. But basically, I just got to write. And then we'll make some fucking movies. But, yeah. Appreciate all of y'all. At this point, I'm going to just kind of keep repeating myself. I'm going to kind of keep looping. But fuck, like, this stuff's so difficult. And the stuff I want to do, like, I want to do, you know, smoking weed in the helicopter and this kind of shit. And, you know, that might even be better if it's part of a script. So it's like, make these movies, and then the video smoking weed in a helicopter is just the video, but it's the behind the scenes. So it's like we're like in the helicopter and like smoking weed, and behind the scenes with like the camera, and like, I don't know, that would actually be fire, honestly. Even more fire than just smoking weed in helicopters, like behind the scenes smoking weed in a helicopter for a movie on Stoned Alone. Oh, it's funny because as I say these ideas, I get so pumped. I'm so happy and excited, and then I get back to like the reality of like, okay, I gotta actually start doing shit and start taking steps, and then it's like, ugh. You know, that's a lot less fun. It's a lot more fun to think about than this stuff. It's a lot less fun to, like, make it happen and, like, figure it out. And fucking so many bridges I've burned and, like, oh, at least these lessons were learned early because, you know, I could be, like, old and learn these lessons and that would suck. And then not be able to make any change. So, you know, at the end of the day, that's... You know, lessons are just meant to be learned through mistakes, and that's how it is. But in 2 months, I'll be coming back to the States. Literally, get that newsletter, join in on there, and, you know, we could even make some fucking movies with the Stone Loners, because, you know, no one else wants to. Like, so that'll be good. Yep. Alright. I'm learning my lessons, though, and... I don't know what the lesson here is, because in many ways, I'm, like, angry that a lot of my connections didn't work out, but then again, it's like, you know, it probably wasn't meant to work out. If it doesn't work, then it just doesn't work, you know? Like, even though I've met a lot of people in the industry, I just haven't met the right ones. You know, there's a lot of fucking people in the industry, and... You know, while I could dwell on, you know, I met this person, it doesn't fucking matter, you know, it's like, who fucking cares, you know, y'all probably don't even care, no one fucking cares, you know, any name dropping or whoever I've met, like, no one fucking cares, so, I just gotta meet real-ass people, I gotta stop focusing on their clout and, like, their pull, I literally just gotta get some real-ass real people, unless you wasn't talking to me, I was talking to everyone, for real, Metro Zoo go hard. Hell yeah. Alright, well, that's it for me. But I guess the next steps will be building this team. All of my attempts of building a team have gone so fucking wrong so far. Like I said, you know, a year ago you could see Dylan in some videos. That shit was a disaster because Dylan is as good at the camera as I am. Like, he's literally really good with the camera. But, you know, he just doesn't have the why, like, you know, he doesn't have a purpose in Stoned Alone, so that's whatever, I can't blame him for it. He wants to make it on his own as a photographer, which, it's funny, because together we would fucking be able to do this shit, but, you know, since we're such loners, we clash and we're not able to fucking work together. If we worked together, we would have both gotten what we wanted, but now neither of us have what we wanted. So, that is the thing that frustrates me the most, is, like, I've already met really talented people. I've already, like, kind of built a team before, but it just fucking fell apart. And now I'm realizing I should probably just go back to my hometown and literally just get a couple of the homies I first started smoking weed with. Like, fuck it, you know. I could find professionals, I could find people that are in film and shit, but I don't give a fuck. I literally just want my homies I first smoked with, and that's gonna be way better than anything else. So that's kind of the dilemma I'm going through. But and then that shit's weird too, because even like that homie, like Hunter, you know, he's got a long-term girlfriend now, and it's like, damn, so he's not even like open anymore. It's like, fuck, I fucked up on that front, but it's all good. And you know, it is like, I want the homies around, and I still want to involve original friends, but it's also like I don't want to put too much responsibility on them, because I know what a pain in the ass it is, and I don't want to be like in a boss position of my friends, so that's not working out either. And I really wanted to do that. I really wanted just some good homies, but it's not gonna work. I can't be the boss position for that. I know what it feels like. I fucking, you know, I've gotten to that point in other teams before where it's just like despising the fucking boss, because it's just like, it's just that dynamic. So I don't want to be in that dynamic. And then, like, professionals, I gotta watch out who I'm looking at, because anyone too professional doesn't have a reason to stay, so they'll only be around for like a couple projects. So it's fucking annoying. But I think I know a couple people that are good, and like Kevin, like I know one motherfucker who's younger than me, and I think he's got he's the chance. Cause I know adults, but adults are stubborn as shit. And like I know this one kid. He's like 18, 19. I met him in Atlanta, and I think I want fucking Kevin on my team. I want the hip hop, fresh motherfucker. I want that dude on my shit. I don't want bad vibes. I don't want people. I don't want pretentious vibes. I just want fucking like good vibes. Could I turn the mic volume up a bit or bring the mic closer? Yes, I can. Sorry about that. A lot of times I notice it's like clipping, so I lowered it way low. But I'm noticing, yes, you were right. It is. I can turn that up. Nice. I think the software has actually updated itself and working better with the audio. Because before, like the audio was not very good in the last streams. Anyways, the THG, what's up, my guy? What's up? Yeah. So. Just mainly these struggles are in trying to build a fucking team, and then it's I guess that's a great saying. Earlier, someone said, comparison is the thief of joy. And I really can't do that because that's immediately where my mind goes to. It's like anytime I talk about this stuff and building a team, it's like I immediately compare myself to other people and like other teams that have been built, and then it's like, fuck, it's like I'm not doing it as well as they were or whatever, and it's like. Yeah. You claim King Von. Nice. It was you and the shooters. What does that mean? Sorry, I don't know. Like, my brain is like, what do these words mean in this combination? I claim King Von. I don't know. Good to see Zayla, though. The sound is good now. Hell yeah. Very glad to hear. I appreciate you dropping that comment because I didn't realize that. Rip King Von. Oh snap. Oh shit, bro. Oh, is King Von the rapper that passed? R.I.P. That is always that is sad. Fucking that's a big example too. That like America's still hardcore. Just people trying to make it with music and still just. Getting shot. Like, that's pretty fucked up. Why are people so sad about King Von, but forgot about... Sorry, dog. I don't know either of these people. Anything like that is sad, but yeah. People... It is annoying because people are saying thoughts and prayers, right? Like, I never heard of this guy. I'm going to say that straight up. I know a lot of people posting about him, never heard of him, and they're just trying to get the retweets. Oh, R.I.P., so sad. It is a sad thing that anyone gets shot down, but, like... God damn, so people are literally jumping on the clout, like other rappers too, other rappers tweeting about him so that, they get the clout, they get the fucking reshares, weird shit. FBG Duck was way more of a legend. Someone had to go down that was famous in BD, and it was King Von. Yo. FGB had a fake Glock? Yo, who the fuck has a fake Glock? What? That's my, that's my fucking firearm enthusiast within. It's like, what? No, the Glock he died with got jammed, not a fake Glock. Okay, I mean, that's very different. It was because of his aftermarket extendo. Fuck! That is hilarious! It would be a fucking aftermarket extendo. Because extendo looks so fucking sick. Like, I think, it does look really sick. And I guess, for like the gangster kind of person, that is the kind of shit you want, is like the fucking big ass clip. But they sell actual Glock extension mags. Like, we had a Glock mag that had like 30 rounds in it. We only fucking used it one time. But if you're talking about the Glock that jammed on him, it wasn't fake. Yeah, that's crazy, because Glock itself actually sells real extendos. So it's funny that he got a aftermarket one, and I mean, it's not funny. That is actually really sad. You die from a fucking aftermarket extendo clip. Oh my god, that is a fucking story right there. And also shows why, the flexing is not a good idea. If you just had Stone Alone got the sticks, LMAO, yup. That was an unfortunate thing about leaving the States. We had to sell off all the guns. Honestly, I kind of regret selling mine. I should have just, and I didn't have anywhere to put them too. I don't trust anyone enough to just like leave them with them, but I ended up selling my shit for so fucking cheap. I had a whatever. I don't even need to be talking about this live, but since we got a couple people that know about sticks in here, I'll talk about it because I rarely get to talk about guns, and I fucking love them, and I honestly don't give a shit about anything anymore, so I'm not gonna fucking not talk about guns just because people don't like it. But yo, fucking, I feel so bad that I had to sell off my stuff, and it was my own fault. I could have, listed it and everything, but I was lazy. I didn't even list them. That's how lazy I was. I didn't even try to sell my stuff, and then it was last second, and my brother just sold them to his dealer. So he sold my fucking 1911 and a custom AR for like $500, and some other shit too. Like that wasn't even, all of it, but fucking, I'm not gonna dwell on this, but god damn. Like, I had a fucking fully custom AR that we built from scratch with the big-ass scope on it, and, like, it was stainless steel barrel and a nice-ass muzzle brake on it. Oh, man. The regrets. Like, you can never regret stuff and, like, dwell on shit, but fuck, I really shouldn't have sold those. I should have... I literally wanted to, like, bury them somewhere and do that whole thing, and I should have just gone ahead and did it, because... everyone else talked me out of it, but fuck, I should have just did that. Anyways, yeah. And my 1911, funny story, my dad got me my 1911 when I turned 11 years old. So at 11 years old, for Christmas, I got a Colt government model 1911. So I'm talking the stainless steel, fucking beautiful, long barrel, 45. Oh, buy them back. Yo, I honestly should. If we sold both of them for that cheap, I could just buy the 1911. Like, AR is really nice to have, but that 1911 was literally, like, sentimental value. We're having a bunch of people leave the stream. They're like, what? I don't want to hear about guns. Fuck this. Okay, I should buy them back. And that's the thing, too, is, like, I can't dwell, it already happened, but fuck. That was such a good gun, and it was sentimental value, too, It's not just the gun, it's like, that was my first fucking gun. Actually, it wasn't even my first gun. I had a 22, but, it was my first, like, real fucking gun, and I had it since I was that young, and I put in a lot of hours. Like, we would go shoot every fucking week. We joined in on the practical shooting, so I was doing 3 guns, I was doing the whole competition shooting, and obstacle courses and shit, and like, shooting underneath obstacles, and fuck, like I had the whole holster and mag pouches and fucking all that shit. Oh man, and I only turned 21 now, so now it's the only time that's actually legally, I can own it. But damn, maybe I should buy them back from that dealer. The thing is, though, I still don't want to end up in the States. So overall, it's whatever. But if it was buried somewhere, it's good that it's out of my hands, because then, like, there's no timeline or possibility of me needing or using a gun in the States. But in my mind, I still want that whole backup plan. Be able to fucking bury it, then one day open up the GPS coordinates, dig it up, pull out the fucking gun and all the mags. Like, I want to be able to have that kind of contingency. But also not having that means that, it won't come to that. So, kind of like, I feel like if you do that, you're putting out into the universe that you are going to have, like, a showdown and, like, are going to use it. So, like, I don't have to do that, because in America, that never works out. Like, you can't have a showdown in America anymore. You're going to get caught. So, if I am going to have any kind of duel or showdown, like, it's not going to be in the States. So, yeah. And then in Brazil, you have to be 25 to get registered for a gun. So, I'm not a citizen yet either. So, I do want to end up in Brazil. I want to become a citizen, and then at 25, start loading up on guns in Brazil, because this is a great country for that. And then, I want to get, like, farmland. This is something that I've talked about with my brother. I just want to have some fucking farmland, be able to shoot a shit ton of guns in Brazil, and honestly, that will be a big source of my happiness. Like, for movies and making videos, I feel like it's my purpose, but for actual just fucking around and happiness, I literally just want to just shoot guns. You were preparing for a duel. Yeah, honestly, I don't have to do that shit. I'm gonna fucking die if I prepare for a duel. I don't have to fucking prepare for a duel. I could use my words. I know I can use my words and not just use bullets. I've watched too many goddamn movies. I like, because that's the thing, is it's not glorious, right? I can glorify the idea of fucking having to use a gun and going on a whatever rampage or massacre, but it's not gonna fucking work in real life. In real life, if you plan to use a gun, like, you have a huge chance of dying, you know? Like, so while I love the idea of having a shit ton of guns, I want to be fucking loaded up, like, to the teeth. I want to be armed up. Overall, it probably will only be for target practice. It's like, it probably won't actually come down to anything like that. I know realistically, but shit, that would be sick. Yeah, Leonardo says that would be sick. Hell yeah. Am I staying in Brazil permanently? I would, but the visa is an issue. So I have to leave in 2 months, all the way until next July. So I can't actually be here permanently. And I can check out these other South American countries. I will, but, you know, shoot the gun out they hand. Hell yeah. Get a stolen one. You know, that was my line of thinking. It's also kind of funny having this as a live stream too. Honestly, it's like, I can't complain about not having a lot of viewers, because if I had a lot of viewers, we couldn't talk about this shit right now. You know it. If there's a lot of people watching this shit would be hot. Like I would not be able to talk about fucking duels and like getting stolen guns and shit. But I totally was on that route. Like, I literally want to buy fucking black market guns, and like, I shouldn't say this shit out loud. It's funny because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. But that's the kind of shit that gets deleted off YouTube, saying like, oh, I'm gonna fucking buy some stolen weapons, some black market guns. But I do want some black market guns, but I asked someone out here, and he said no, it's not a good idea. And I'm talking like, I wasn't just talking to some random guy. Like, I was talking to someone that understands this dark shit. Like, he was, I believe, like, honestly, like a dark presence and an energy. And he just happened to be our neighbor at one of the Airbnbs. But anyways, I was talking to this dark motherfucker, and he seems to know about all of this. And he does have guns, and he's like legally registered and everything in Brazil. And he was in American Marines. So he like really gets guns. And he's like American at heart and a Brazilian. Anyways, I was talking to him, and I said, well, I want illegal guns. I want fucking fully auto. I want an Uzi from the black market. But he said to me straight up, he said, if you buy from the black market, you will literally be on these people's radar, and you do not want that. He said, yes, you can go buy a black market gun, but you will literally be under watch by these fucking, you know, dark underground people. And he said that it's as CIA about to tap your phone. Shit, Leonardo, you're gonna get me scared. What's funny about that is I just stay silent. I don't even say anything. And I keep the headphones on, so wiretapping can't even get anything. Well, except for, obviously, right now, as I'm just fucking spouting off. And then, you know, I got the fucking piece of paper to cover the webcam. Gotta have it. Because that shit freaks me out. Like, especially after live streaming so much, I'm like, damn, that shit is, like, right there. If I don't fucking cover it, it's literally just watching me. Anyways, though, yeah, so that's why you can't buy black market. I still want to look into it. I still want a fucking fully auto Uzi. I've always wanted a fully auto, unregistered fucking thing, you know? Because that's the thing, I'm not a fucking evil person. Like, I'm not going to go use this thing. It's just like, why is it so illegal? Like, aren't we fucking humans? Isn't this Earth? Like, why is there so many regulations? Why can I not buy a gun? This is some bullshit. Like, oh, so mercenaries can have guns, government officials can have guns, I can't have a fucking gun. Fuck you. Obviously, it's a whole other conversation. Obviously, but anyways, I do want a fully auto fucking Uzi. I've always wanted that. Since I was a little kid, I want a fucking fully auto Uzi. And, I swear, I always got mine covered. Hell yeah. But that's a real problem. If you go by black market, I don't want to be on these people's radar and like, then the darkest underworld of Brazil like knows who I am and where I am and like what I have. So that's not a good thing. And he said that in the underworld, since it's organized crime, he said if you buy a black market gun, they're literally going to ask you where you're going to use it. So they're like, okay, if you're going to buy this machine gun to go shoot up a mall, just make sure it's not my mall, because the organized crime will literally own malls. So that's one aspect I never heard of before, and that's real shit. I never knew that before. At least in Brazil, the fucking machine guns and stuff, but if you buy it, they will literally, find out where you're going to use it and who you're going to use it on, and they're going to just say, okay, well, you can't do it at our place. If you're going to do it at our place, we're just going to fucking kill you right now. But if you're going to go shoot up a competitor's place, yeah, go right ahead. We'll sell you this fucking gun. You said 100 times worse than the CIA. Oh, you mean like the underworld? Yeah, that shit's some real shit. Because, fuck the CIA. I do think that's some real sketchy shit and some real fucked up stuff. But I don't think that, the entire organization, the entire CIA is the worst. Like, they do catch some high-level shit. They do stop some stuff. Overall, I'm not going to fucking side with the CIA. I'm playing a devil's advocate, but I can't fucking do that. Fuck the CIA, fuck the feds, fuck the FBI, DEA. But, overall, CIA still does some good stuff, whereas organized crime is just like, there's just some evil in there. And then there's a double-edged sword, because organized crime might keep, local people safe. They might do that kind of shit, but then they might fucking, also rough people up just for some money and just for being on their turf. Pay someone to buy it for you? Okay, it's a good idea. Lipsy, am I high? Nope, but I should. It's already fucking 5 p.m., so this is a 2-hour-long stream. We had an hour-long WeedTube meeting. I guess that's how you fucking blow a whole day away. And this is why I want a team, too, because the fucking days just go by. If we're able to have a team, it's like, okay, by the end of the day, something happened. Something was done. We weren't just like, the day didn't just flip by with it, like, nothing happening. So that's why I do want a team. Get it through middleman. Good idea. Honestly, I want a fucking Uzi so bad. I have no money, though. I'm so broke. It's like, I want a BMX bike. I want an Uzi. I want to make these movies, but I'm fucking dead broke. I gotta start working again. I gotta actually just get a fucking job. And, like, I can make money through this stuff, but it's a paradox. It's like a carrot on the end of the stick. It's like knowing it's possible to make a lot of money through this, make videos for weed companies. It's like, it's possible. But as soon as I go down that route, it doesn't fucking work out. It's a huge waste of time. And I could have just worked a fucking normal job in the first place. I would rather just work at a coffee shop and not have to worry about shit than, like, trying to manage all this and trying to make money through this, but it's not fucking working, and it's, like, tainting this stuff, and I don't know. It's a balancing act, because at the end of the day, I still do need money. If I want fucking Uzis, if I want motorcycles and BMX bikes and movies, like, there's a lot of fucking money. I can't just do that, like, how I am. And the problem is, I'm happy as is, too. I don't actually have to do these things. I'm happy just not doing anything, just reading books, watching movies. But I feel like with my, like, destiny or whatever, like, I have to do all this shit. Whereas I am happy not spending a single cent, not making a single cent. I could literally just meditate on a fucking mountain. But I feel like it's almost the easy route. Like, the hard route would be gear up and actually fucking take the world on and, like, try to fucking make shit happen. Buy an airsoft Uzi. I used to have so many airsoft guns. And that was one thing, too. That was, I hope Taylor still has them. I gave them all to my friend. And if he still has them, we could go shoot some stuff with them. But I had so many airsoft guns, and we could shoot full-on fucking movies with the amount of airsoft guns we had. Because we got, like, the metal props and, like, the metal fucking, blowback airsoft and everything. I've not shot airsoft in forever. Don't worry, appreciate it. Hell yeah. Crowfire, you can do both. I seriously appreciate it. Fuck yeah. We're gonna make it happen. It's gonna happen. And then the crazy thing about the dude, something about Uzi. Oh yeah, and they shoot the gun out their hands. That is hilarious. And then Mythbusters said it doesn't work. Yeah, I remember that episode. basically just shoot off their hands. That's funny. I don't know though, because I know they did the whole Mythbusters. I know they go all the way with it, but I feel like you still could shoot a gun out someone's hand, right? Like, I don't know. It would have to be like if it was a snub-nosed revolver, right, and there's just a tiny bit of handle right here, and they're not like gripping it too hard. I don't know. They do the whole test though. Mythbusters does go pretty thorough. It would be cool to do some weed Mythbusters, but again, that's why I need a team. You know, it's like I'm down. I can do Stone Alone videos. The stuff we've been doing, I can do this till the day I die. But with some other motherfuckers, we could take it to the next level. We could start doing Mythbusters, you know, have another co-host with me, like a full-on host kind of thing. Like, way more shit. We could do so much stuff with the team. You knew a dude with an Uzi. He killed a fool with it, but the feds didn't read him his Miranda rights. Yo, what? I know, okay, this is a really weird topic to get into. The thing is, I just watch too many movies, so I'm not like a murderous bastard. I'm not like thinking about actually murdering people. It's just, I see so many movies and it's like, wow, you really couldn't get away with any of that. So it's crazy hearing these stories of like this stuff actually happening. But what the fuck? A dude with an Uzi killed a fool, but he got away scotch-free because the feds didn't read him his Miranda rights. I know this isn't something to get, like, hyped about or, like, happy for, but damn, mad respects. How the fuck you get away with that? The feds literally catch you red-handed shooting someone with an Uzi and still get off. Crazy thing is, your friend was the driver and paid him $300 to drive him, but didn't tell him he was finna kill a dude and the feds showed up at the homie's work. Yo, this is a fucking crazy story. I'm only getting to this now. They said he finna get caught real soon, but since he didn't read the Miranda rights, the case was dropped. Okay, well, new thing. I don't know if you're like friends with this guy. What'd you say? You knew a dude. Literally, that motherfucker better get to Mexico or Brazil. Like, that motherfucker better get out of the States because that is a miracle, and he better get the fuck out because he's about to get caught. If you said he finna get caught real soon. Yeah, that motherfucker, you know, he should get out the country. Do a BMX bike Uzi movie in Brazil. Hell yeah, Leonardo, you know what's up. And, you know, of course, everything would be completely safe. Like, I come from a shooting background, so I never shoot a gun unsafe. You know, I understand the whole spectrum of it, right? You know, like, that's one problem with guns is, like, if someone's a beginner, it's like, okay, whoa. Like, you really gotta know this shit going into it. This isn't, like, anything else, you know? This is, like, literally, you have to follow the rules because you will die or kill someone on accident. Like, you have to know the 180 rule, fucking finger discipline, trigger discipline. You gotta know all this bullshit, you know, fucking, you have to. Like, don't point it unless you're ready to shoot it at whatever you're pointing it at. All that stuff. But, you know, I want to shoot movies with real guns, and, like, I would be using blanks, and, again, I would be taking all these safety precautions. There would be nobody downstream, but I feel like there'd be a huge difference in being able to shoot a movie using real guns than not real guns. And, you know, you could use blanks, we could do blanks and stuff, and we'll look into that. But even that is a little sketchy to me. I feel like, overall, you shouldn't point a gun at someone unless you're trying to kill them. So, it's like, we probably won't even mess with blanks, but I'm just imagining movie magic, right? Like, everyone is behind them, they're behind the 180, but we could do movies where it's like a Western, and it's like real guns, and they're like really pulling out a 357 Magnum. You really see the fucking recoil and all that stuff, and I would love to shoot a Western with some real fucking guns. That would be fire. And honestly, this is the shit that I could actually do this in North Dakota. Like, I gotta ask my homies if they have any guns right now, but like, we could go to North Dakota and start shooting some films with them, real guns and shit. And honestly, that's what I'm all about, because it's like, you can do all this VFX, and I mean, that's just a whole other thing, though. That's just like, you know, it's just like fucking fake computer stuff. It's like, I would rather make it as real, as raw as possible, and like capture some real fucking shit. So the BMX bike Uzi movie That's gonna happen. I gotta first off save up for the BMX, get the BMX, learn some tricks on it, discipline on that, and then once I'm able to do some bike tricks, we'll do like a whole fucking movie. It's like a chase sequence. I'm getting like chased down by a car, but I'm just like parkouring with the BMX and like pull out the Uzi and like actually ride the BMX and actually shoot a fucking real Uzi and like, I don't know. Shooting an Uzi off a BMX would go hard. Hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, y'all. This is the shit that we're gonna make happen. So when I'm talking about making movies, like, I'm not trying to be a lame ass. Like, we're gonna make some real shit. We're gonna make some fire stuff. Imagine that shit. Imagine the fucking BMX bike. Pull out the Uzi. Fucking spray the Uzi. What's some unusual flyer? Hell yeah. We went off on a whole tangent. We're talking about guns. I fucking love guns. I don't mention that very often, and it's probably a good thing. And you know, honestly, this is the thing that weirds me out about my decisions in the past couple years. I'm very glad that I've gotten acquainted with other WeedTubers. I'm gonna try to take full advantage of that. Like when I go back to the States, I want to shoot with the WeedTubers. I want to make a documentary thing with WeedTubers if we're able to pull it off. But it's just weird being around them because it's like I could never talk about guns around fucking WeedTubers, you know. And now after BLM and after some serious shit is happening, now they're kind of starting to get the sense like, oh, okay, that's why, you know, y'all were talking about the Second Amendment. Y'all aren't crazy. Like, we do need fucking guns. Like, shit. Like, we're gonna get fucking mowed over by the National Guard if we don't have our own shit. So, yeah. Anyways, that's a whole tangent. But yeah, like, the people I was around, I couldn't even mention guns. But now they're getting into it. Now I'm seeing, like, Joya's boyfriend getting fucking geared up. He's starting to train. And I'm just like, mad respects, bro. I know that's what's up. You would have never known I had any. Yup. Unfortunately, I had to just sell them recently, and I haven't used them for like years. I hadn't shot in years, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I was definitely all about that. The funny thing was, it switched off when I became a stoner. You know, you have to choose your battles. You can't be the hugest stoner, and also like, you know, you gotta balance it. So I was only guns. Like I was all about guns, and it was actually, I started smoking and then like I stopped actually even touching them. So it's like, I'm still all about them. I have immense respect for them. And because of my respect for firearms, like after I became a stoner, I actually didn't even do any shooting. I've just been doing, you know, video shooting and like smoking. So he's doing a drive-by on a tractor. Nice. So, yep, that's my position with guns. I know a lot of people that left the stream because of that. That's just hilarious. I love how people get uncomfortable about the subject of guns, even though it's literally like the basis of reality. Okay, not the basis of reality. I say that for other shit. That's a bit of a stretch. But I mean, guns are history. You know, how the fuck did America happen? Because, you know, a ragtag group of the settlers were able to fight off the, you know, the oncoming armies of people with their muskets. So it's like, America wouldn't be here if these motherfuckers didn't have their guns, you know? So it's like, I'm not talking about in a sense of like, you know, go out and use it right now. It's like, well, what happens if the government turns on you? What if the National Guard walks up to your door and takes your home? What are you gonna do? You're just gonna fucking lie down? You're just gonna let them handcuff you? Like, and it's also, you know, it's not pretty. Like, it's not gonna end well. It's not gonna be easy to fight off armies, but, you know, that's why every single person should have a fucking gun, and then, you know, wouldn't be overthrown. Like, and that's why I'm not going back to the States, because I'm making some wild claims, but I'm completely serious that in the next 10 years, next 20 years, it's gonna get locked down. It's gonna turn into a fucking Orwell, like, dystopia place, and it's not gonna be pretty. It's fucking, you need a big dog and a flamethrower. Exactly. Everyone should get a big dog and a flamethrower. Yo, King Ninja, what's up? Anyways, I don't know. We're talking about some really different shit. This is stuff that I would not talk about on the channel, but like, I literally just don't give a fuck anymore. It's like, we're in some end times. Comfort Misfit says, oh no. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be, you know, I'm not trying to just be negative, but I do see this as the most likely outcome. Let's hope not. That's what I'm saying. I hope not. I really hope not. But you know, shit, anything can fucking happen. Let's hope not. Let us hope not. We will hope that that doesn't come to that. I really do hope that. Oh, I've been sitting here for a minute. I'm like, I can start to smell my sweat now. That's not cool. I gotta shower up. It's been fucking a minute. I've not showered today. So I should probably do that. It's very like musty in here. It went from it starts off really cold in this room and then it just gets really hot all of a sudden and like humid. So I should probably turn this fan on. Guns are the only way to deter ultimate control. Exactly. I mean, exactly. And it's just really sad to see because the people I was around, I was around all the liberals and all this shit, and they have great intentions. That's the thing, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I know, the liberal people are really good intentioned, and like I knew a lot of, basically everyone I was around was liberal. I was in California, I was in Colorado, extremely liberal. And that's cool, like they have, good intentions, they want the best for everybody. But they also wanted to ban guns. And now they don't fucking have the guns and they, got them banned. And now they need them and it's like, well, you were the ones that lobbied against this shit, like what the fuck? And, that's a whole other topic. But, it's like, shit is like that, There's a couple events where bad things happen with guns. Okay, that's really unfortunate. That sucks. But, like, how does that eliminate the entire fucking Second Amendment? People say it's outdated. They say that the Constitution has to be updated. It's like, well, they made it pretty fucking clear. Like, it's only 10 things, right? The Bill of Rights. They only wrote 10 things because they're like, okay, we don't want this to get confused. Like, a lot of shit's gonna change. A lot of shit's gonna be different. But we got 10 fucking things to keep this country okay. And, people don't, it's like all the fucking Constitution is fucked up now. The Dems have gone too far for you, but to each their own. Exactly, it's like, I know a lot of people have good intentions, but the Democrats, that's some New World Order shit. Like, as someone that literally does not fucking care about politics, I don't take a side either way. I don't fucking care, but the Democrats are literally, like, New World Order inducing. Like, they're literally the ones fucking bringing on all this shit and like the martial law and with the COVID, the National Guard coming out and curfews. Like, this is some real shit. Like, it's easy to brush it off as, oh, new normal. That's a fucking word they love using, new normal. But it's not normal and it's not like the new fucking normal. It's like the virus isn't really a big deal. It's like, if it was a big deal, sure, great, we did the precautions. But it's definitely not a big deal now. Like, when's the last time you saw someone that actually got sick? So, like, virus is not a thing anymore, and we still have, the curfews, still got the lockdowns. There just needs to be actual compromise. Yup, and that is very difficult. Very, very difficult for compromise on anybody. Anyways, that's the thing, I don't try to get into this stuff because I don't want to get angry, I don't want to fucking whatever, but we are in intense time. And things are very different. So, I'm never trying to put out bad vibes, never trying to do that, but, it's good to see, like, shit, some stuff is coming on, some stuff is changing. They're kind of ushering in this new shit. Bad things happen with guns a lot. Yes, yeah, for sure. But banning guns is stupid, yes. Fully agree. Fully agree. Yep, difficult shit. I think maybe good grown-up vibes only. Yes, hell yeah. And that's why I fuck with decriminalization. Okay, if people don't want guns to be legal, alright, fuck it, make it decriminalized. Who gives a shit? It's like, same thing with weed, or, with all the drugs. It's like, there's so many problems in having these laws, like, I don't know. It's very difficult. People just need to wear masks in the South. No one wears them. You got family members in the house. If they get it, they will for sure die, but Corona's gone way up in the U.S. I mean, depending on what numbers they show, it's like they say the deaths are going up and the rate is going up, but they're counting every death as a COVID-related death. It's like, okay, so I say this as I actually have 2 people in my family that have died since COVID started. So I'm not saying it's not real. You know, it is a real thing. And it does suck that people die, you know. It's like 2 people from either side of my family, my mom's side and my dad's side, 2 people died so far from this COVID. But, you know, they're already really old. I'm not saying they should have died, but it's not just the COVID, you know. Their deaths were counted as COVID deaths, but I know both of them were, you know, pretty close to the edge. So, you know, again, it sucks that this is what wiped them out, but they would have been wiped out either way, and it counted as COVID deaths. So that is why the numbers are skewed. It's not that many people actually die from COVID. It's that a lot of people that already were dying also happen to get COVID or, you know, whatever. So it's some weird shit. It's some fucked up, you know, messing with altering of information. And at this point, there's nothing even real, like some fucked up stuff. You can hit licks without anyone suspecting it. Damn, yeah, that's intense. America's going crazy right now. Didn't Oregon just pass legalization of everything? Oh yeah, I can't believe that happened. That was so like out of nowhere. Yeah, cool that they did that. Maybe maybe I should do a video on that. Like I wouldn't go do heroin. Okay, I gotta watch myself so I don't fucking get talked into like doing some crazy shit here. But maybe I should go to Oregon and film someone doing these hard drugs. Like find someone down to do it, and it like on YouTube, you know, it's technically legal. You know, we're not breaking any laws and not condoning anything illegal. It would probably still get deleted off YouTube, even though it's fucking completely legal now. Which then shows you how much bullshit that censorship is. There's like not even any basis to it. Anyways, that would be a hilarious video. Go fucking film someone doing a bunch of... Okay, maybe that's not hilarious. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be insensitive. But that would be a fucking crazy video, right? Like, just filming people doing heroin and doing a shit ton of coke. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. Better not, yeah. Yeah, okay. I will never do heroin. I've done coke once, and no, you know, it's not even good, like, at all. Like, it's not even, like, it's just a waste of money, honestly, in my opinion. But, I don't know, and I'm just throwing random-ass ideas out, because that would be a crazy idea. I don't know if that's necessarily what I would even want to, like, put out in the world, you know, someone doing heroin, but, like, that shit would be wild, you know? Be like, this guy's not breaking any laws. This guy's fucking shooting up heroin right now. Even in San Francisco, they said there's so much of that shit happening that they just stopped pursuing it. They're like, this whole street, you know, fucking lined up with needles. Go do your needles there. Like, we're just not gonna bust anyone on this one street. You'll never do it, but you're kind of curious. I feel you. Yeah, I could never do it because you know, I'm curious of anything and everything, so, you know, I could never fucking do heroin, because, you know, fucking, just, I'm glad, like, I've seen enough movie portrayals, I've seen enough movies, fucking Requiem for a Dream, it's like, okay, I know I can't go down that route, it's like, I already fucking love weed, and we're literally, like, pretty ridiculous with weed, like, when we need to re-up, we're, like, fiending for it, we, like, need it. So, it gives you superpowers. Nice. Also, you didn't know they count every death as COVID. Yeah, it's really fucked up. It's, like, really messing with the numbers. So, it is a real thing. You know, it is good to not, you know, spread it and not get your family sick with it. And I do still wear a mask. You know, it's even down here, it's required. But, you know, my point with it is that there shouldn't be National Guard. There shouldn't be curfews. A curfew doesn't affect the fucking virus, you know, if everyone is outside during the day, then the night will have less people, and, like, shutting it down isn't gonna stop the virus at night, so, yeah, you know, literally, yeah, so that's my point with the COVID stuff. I think it's a full-on real sickness. I actually got it last year, or I think I got it, and it was pretty nasty, so I'm not saying that it's not real, like, it was a fucking nasty time, but, you know, we shouldn't have National Guard. Why do we have a fucking National Guard for this bullshit? Yeah, back to the heroin. Gives you superpowers. Nice. You're guilty of watching the zombies on YouTube. Yeah, yep. I've seen that shit. I think that was even Vice. You're curious. You did it a few times. Nice. You're glad to say you can do it because not many people can say they have done heroin, but you'll never do it again. I feel you. And I think I would even be able to have that kind of self-control. I would, but honestly, the thing for me is needles. And okay, so there is powder. I shouldn't. Overall, like, I'm not gonna fucking let myself get convinced into this. I'm never fucking doing heroin. I'm never gonna do that shit. But it is interesting talking about it. It's interesting that it's legal. Have I heard of the Brazilian drug Lonca/perfume? I've not. That sounds very interesting. Lolo or Lança? I've not heard of that. Hey, bro, from Nepal. Fuck yeah, bro. I appreciate it. Tupac. Yo, join in on the newsletter. I want to visit Nepal. I'll fucking hit you up with Blaze. Yeah, curfew stupid. For real, dog. You do want a mandated mask law. Ooh. I guess. Yeah, you'll never inject anything, you snorted it. Nice. Yeah. I would never fucking inject anything. You snort it? Nice. I like how we're talking about heroin now. Yeah, I mean, you know, interesting stuff. I don't think I can't go down that route though. I can see it. There's an alternate reality for sure where I have done heroin. I can't do it though. I can't. It's I've done enough other things, you know. I'm glad for that, and it is worth going through experimental shit and like trying stuff, and I feel like I have tried enough. I never tried anything crazy though. What about those performance cognitive enhancing drugs? Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm sure there's some good ones. I can't fuck with it though. I never fucked with anything cognitive like that. You know, just the psychedelics. I did Xanax, not good at all. And then that was what made me, you know, with Xanax, I was like, okay, I really can't fuck with these other drugs. Like, this is not going to end up well. Did I know Nepal is a weed paradise? No, I didn't. Maybe I should head over. And fucking China, I feel bad for y'all. China's fucking over Nepal. China's fucking over Taiwan. China's just being the asshole over there. But, you know, I guess it's just that conqueror mentality. Like, it's what's kept them going forever. The day after was crazy fiending. Ooh, I can't imagine, bro. Yo, oh, fuck. Yeah, I can't get to a point of fiending like that. I can't. You smoked weed, it felt like your tolerance was gone. You got so high from weed. Oh, that is hilarious. That's interesting. But after the first day, you really don't want to do it again unless you're addicted. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Wait. The day after was crazy fiending. But then after the first day, okay, you don't want to do it again. It's pretty bad for you, you think, though. Just want to be able to say you did it. Yeah, mad respects, bro. That's something that not a lot of people can say they have done. So mad respects to that. LSD is available to you now. Someday you'll have a free 12 hours. Hell yes, Unusual Flyer. Acid is a very good one. And, you know, I recently just bought some fake acid, so I'm kind of bummed on it. It's, I don't know. It's like, should I have to look into the details of N-Bone. Because at least it's like, you know, it is sucked that it's fake acid and it's like not the right thing, but I can at least look into this chemical and make sure that, you know, I don't do, you know, overboard or anything on it. The day after, all you think about is doing it again. I can imagine, bro. Because even weed for the first time was the most crazy fucking thing. And it never feels like that ever again. You know, even with a tolerance break, you can get to that, but it's like, it's just like that first time, right? That first time you fucking, I mean, I imagine that's probably what heroin feels like. It's like the first time on weed is just like this melting feeling, like morphing with the world. And then the day after, it's like, shit, I gotta fucking get like that again. I gotta do that right now. Oh, I can feel that. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking ever do heroin. I can't do that shit. But mad respects to you. That is like something not a lot of people can say they have done. Yeah, I haven't done anything crazy, you know. I did a ketamine. Now ketamine's like legal. They're like fucking administrating it as a antidepressant. I have some ups and down feelings about that. I think it's like opening your eyes for the first time. Yeah, like. I think with ketamine, you know, it's cool, you know, that they're able to do some antidepressant stuff with it. That is nice. But I also think it's so weird, like, having it in a clinical setting, like, doing drugs in a clinical setting. And it's weird because it's, like, comforting to the people doing it, which I fucking... It's like, wow, you guys are, like, literally, these people are so part of the system that they only feel safe doing drugs in a clinical, like, fucking, like, experimental environment. they're like scared to do drugs in a natural state where they're like actually by themselves and actually experiencing it, but they're okay with being in this clinical fucking white room that's like, you know, claustrophobic. That makes no sense to me. I would never fucking do a drug clinically. Like, fuck that. You know, give me the shit and I'll go do it outside. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sit in a clinical room and do drugs. And they're doing it through IV, which just makes my fucking head sick. Like, literally, I just, you know, needles for me in general. That's just the thing. It's not like, it's nothing but the needles, but needles freak me the fuck out. It's like, why are you giving people ketamine with needles? You don't need needles, you know? It's fucking, you snort it. You don't fucking just shoot this shit up into your vein. Like, I don't know. That's just my personal opinions. I've only done it a few times, but I just think it's fucking weird how they're administering it. And, you know, I guess it's overall good because other antidepressants are bad. Like, you know, SSRIs, all that shit is really fucked up. So I guess it's good that they're using this in that purpose, but I also think that they're just like kind of, you know, like fucking up the whole drug experience. And this is why we shouldn't make them legal. They should be decriminalized, but if they're legal, if this is the future of drugs, this is a lame ass future. Can you imagine people doing acid and it's in like a clinical room? Like, fuck that. Like, no, that is the worst possible thing that could happen. Is like do acid outside or in a cabin or like, you know, with blankets. Don't fucking do it in a fucking room like that. Paxil, nice. Still Art Kyle, what's up, bro? What's up? Your friend has even done over 500 UG. Hell yeah, dog. I'm sorry, I don't mean to like do the whole fucking dick measuring contest every time, but it's just like I've done 660 micrograms with my brother, and that was like I first discovered acid. Alright, do 1 tab. Alright, do a 3 tab trip. Alright, let's fucking do 6 tabs deep. Let's fucking do it. And literally that is like totally changed how I see everything. You know, the fucking 6 tabs deep, unraveling all of reality itself and just seeing like fucking waves of purple and like crazy visuals and like holographic. Ketamine makes you so confused. Yeah, it's a really confusing one. I never went back to it. I kept doing it for a little while, and then I did way too much once. Like, the scale was broken. I literally, like, did, like, 10 times the amount I meant to do. And, it fucking was crazy. So, never going back to that. And it also, in that moment, made me realize, like, oh, shit, you could really fucking do too much. Like, if you're snorting some powder, you can easily just do too much. Whereas with weed, you know, you're smoking a joint, you're not gonna fucking accidentally, like, rail a pound of weed. Like, it's, that's why I love weed. It's not gonna fuck you up. It's not gonna, like, destroy you. And on a different matter, you know, I know a lot of people don't agree with me on this, but I think a lot of legal weed is, or, like, government weed is, like, paranoia-inducing and, like, schizophrenia-inducing. Because I've smoked a lot of weed. I know some weed out there will literally fuck you up and, like, make you kind of crazy. And I've been going kind of crazy at some periods of time from smoking, like, California dispensary weed. It was really confusing to me because homegrown wouldn't do that. But, like, dispensary weed was literally, like, driving me crazy. And I was like, whoa. Like, you know, they legalized it, but now they're just fucking putting, like, bad shit out there. Now they're just, like, fucking over everybody, going full circle. When it was illegal, you're getting good weed from growers. But now it's legal, and now they're giving you, like, chemical shit. I don't know. I know not everyone will see with me on that, but I personally believe that and experience that. When I played videos, nootropics is the name of the cognitive drugs. Okay, maybe I'll look into it. I've done a little bit of nootropics, just L-theanine, the amino acid with coffee. L-theanine and caffeine is a good combo. It's literally just an amino acid, but it like boosts your coffee up. Just talking about it makes your heart go faster. You can't imagine actually doing heroin. Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, Unusual Flyer. That's gonna be some good acid trip, and nice SSRI. Yeah, I'm not just trying to put broad strokes. You know, I'm not just trying to say, you know, like all of that is bad, but you know, I do think a lot of stuff is overprescribed, because I do know people that wouldn't need it and they are on stuff like that, and then, you know, it's hard to even get off it at some point. But, you know, I'm not trying to put anything down or anything specific. You know, everyone's got to figure out what works for them. He took 2 hits of the 105 from Deep Web, and he said it was the highest he's ever been. Oh, yup, the Deep Web shit is next level. Because when I say 660 micrograms, that was 6 tabs of the Deep Web stuff, and it was insane. We did 5 tabs here recently, and it was nothing like that trip. Like, that trip was fucking crazy. And I was literally just thinking about it this morning when I woke up and took my morning piss. I was like, damn, I gotta buy some more sheets of acid. Because at that point in time, you know, just being like, just turned 17. Shit, no, I was 16 because I did that trip on my 17th birthday. Again, that's some stuff that could get this whole fucking channel deleted just for saying the, like, under 18 stuff. So, you know, hopefully this doesn't get flagged. But, yeah, the acid shit, like, when I started this channel, I started using the dark web, and I had that 100 tabs of acid, a whole sheet. And that just felt like the best thing in the world. Being able to give friends, like, oh, yo, you want a trip? Yeah, here's some tabs. And, you know, I would make money off it. Like, I would sell some tabs, but, you know, it was all good vibes. It was all, like, it was all good shit. And just being able to have as much acid as possible. And then I started making this I had this wood box. It had the acid. It had MDMA. It had a little bit of the ketamine. It had, like, a Xanax. It had, liquid shrooms. It just felt so fucking good having this wooden box full of drugs. And like Hunter S. Thompson says, you know, once you start building up a collection, the best thing is to take it as far as you possibly can. So I want to have fucking a whole drug collection again. I know I'm talking about such random shit in here. It's like I want a BMX bike, I want a fucking fully auto Uzi, and I want a drug collection. And it's like, even like my acquaintances and fellow weed tubers, I feel like they aren't even with me on this shit. But like, damn, you know, it's like I want to fucking live life. Like, if I'm gonna be on Earth, I want this cool shit. You know, I want the fucking guns. I want the drugs. It's not all about that. It's about a whole lot other than that. You know, it's about a lot of other shit. But I do want these things. I don't even want anything else. I don't want any physical possessions. I just want fucking guns and drugs and a BMX bike. That's it. Have I ever gotten tested stuff before? You had RC's disguised as tabs. It sucks. Bro, still Kyle, this literally is happening to me right now. Actually, it's kind of funny. I can pull it out. I literally just bought some tabs. And the funny thing is, I don't know how to speak Portuguese, so I'm using, like, Google Translate buying acid, and it's like, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm still confused what happened, even, because the guy said they have powder, and I don't think that's acid. That's got to be some other RC, some other research chemical. But, so here is some tabs. It's got Rick and Morty, the Rick on it. But this motherfucker is not acid. It's super bitter, which means that it's probably an RC, a research chemical, such as fucking N-Bone. So that just, like, not that it really, like, pissed me off, but it was a bit of a downer, because I just bought that, and I was gonna eat all of them, you know, I was gonna do 4 tabs, and have, like, an actual trip, and kind of, like, be able to, you know, like, unlock some stuff, but I just took one, and it was bitter, and I'm like, okay, I can't drop all of these, because I don't even know what this is. This is some random-ass shit, so I do want to get a testing kit. This is actually all going to be in the next video. I mean, just like in a brief part in the end. But yes, some shit is, whatever. Yeah, so I do want a testing kit because I have no idea what the fuck that is. Like, I'm sure it's N-Bone, but like, I don't even know if it's that. Like, I don't know what the fucking guy just gave me. And I can't even speak his language, so I couldn't even like tell him it's fake. I'm just like, oh yeah, you know, I liked it, thanks. Because I'm not going to be like, yo, you gave me some fake shit. He'd be like, what? No, it's not, you know. But then it would take a lot of explaining to be like, no, there's other research chemicals, and it's not your fault you bought it from someone else, but, like, this is definitely not acid. Whatever. I do want some real acid. I want a fucking sheet of real acid. Oh, Alyssa is in here. Yo, that's hilarious. Alyssa's been watching this the whole fucking time. I just got a WhatsApp, and then she's, like, correcting me on, she said, not correcting me. She said, powder is cocaine. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's the thing, too. So, like, I literally, while I'm ordering these drugs, I don't even know what I'm fucking ordering. I'm like, you have LSD? And he said, I have LSD in MC and in dose, which means sweet. So, I'm like, okay, I want the sweet. I thought he was selling me like an acid candy, but Dose was still just a tab. So I don't know what MG was. I'm like, okay, I don't know, because these are abbreviations of slang, and I don't know the language at all, and I don't know the slang or the abbreviations of the slang. It's like, holy shit. It's like, I have no idea what the fuck this guy's even selling me. And, you know, he's a nice guy. Like, he even picked me up and drove me to the ADM and shit, and, like, he's a nice guy, but, like, it definitely wasn't real acid. Microdosing acid works wonders. Hell yeah. I've only done it a little bit, but I would be down to get back into that. Because the microdosing, I never really did much of it. And I've heard shrooms are legal here, so I just gotta fucking get some shrooms. So, you and Evelyn, why didn't that happen, chatty? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, what, you mean, like... What, like, as a thing? I don't know. Evelyn was always, you know, like, nice to me and stuff, but, like, honestly, we were never really even too close. That's one thing that's really fucked me up about this whole media stuff is, like, you call acid Dose. Okay, good. That's good to know. It still wasn't acid, though. But that is good to know, because I literally thought he meant, like, acid candy. Because, you know, I figured better. I'm like, okay, you know. But, like, when I heard Dose, I thought it'd be a candy. But, Dose means 12. Well, Portuguese is different than, is that what, like, Italian or something? But, and MG is probably MDMA. You just say MD. Oh, okay. Maybe I should get some MDMA. That's a whole other thing. I don't need to fucking just, like, be doing this stuff. I should do some more tripping. I should go into some psychedelics. I don't need to do, like, an MDMA thing recently. You thought you and Evil were close. Now I get you. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we're close as, you know, as close as it gets, I guess. But, like, you know, not super close. I would explain it as we have, you know, mutual respect, and we'll always, you know, mutual respect, I would say, is the word for it. Because I got mad respect for Evil, but, you know, like, I've only talked, and that's the weird thing with posting these videos, too, because it's, like, going back on the footage, I'm like, oh, shit, okay, like, a couple of my favorite videos were when just shooting with her, and now I'm realizing I should have just done more of that, too, just shooting with friends and, like, people I fuck with. Anyways, I only shot, like, a couple of videos with her. I only talked to her, like, a couple times for, like, the whole year or so. For, like, a couple of years, I've only talked to her, you know, a couple times. But it's funny because I'm posting, like, so many uploads of it, but it's, like, literally for, like, years. We've only talked a couple times. And, you know, it's weird because I would like to be close. You know, I do have respect, but it's just weird that a lot of these friendships aren't, like, legit friendships. And, I mean, I can't even delve into this shit. This is some drama shit. But, you know, someone like Koala Puffs, that's a really weird thing because all of the relationships are like that. There's not a single real relationship or friendship. It's, like, literally all, like, a fabricated thing for the content. And if you're able to balance it, it's okay, you know. It's like, you know, it's like how it always was with actors and shit, you know. It's like they're, you know, like acting. But it is weird because it's like, it really fucked with me, you know, for like years, I didn't keep anyone that was really close to me or anyone that was from the start, and then I realized I don't even have fucking anyone. I don't have anyone around me. It's like, shit, I gotta fucking go back and, like, rekindle my old relationships and, like, my old homies. She's so fun, coworkers, hell yeah. And that, she's one person I'll definitely always keep the connect with, because a lot of people, you know, they could, you know, lose that realness, but Evelyn still definitely got that realness. Evil. Yeah, definitely like a coworker. Hell yeah, that's what it's like. Yeah, Evelyn, you know, I should think of some more collabs and stuff. She's actually quit weed videos, which first off made me like, what? But it's also like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't really gonna go anywhere. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that as like, I tried so hard and I thought I had such a good chance, but it wasn't fucking going anywhere. So, mad respects to Evelyn. She's just, she's working at Resolution, and she's actually like the #2. So she's like in the cannabis industry through that company, but she's like not making weed videos anymore. She like deleted all her weed videos. So that would even be fun to feature her and like have some more collabs, because she's not even fucking doing that on her channel. But yeah, I gotta keep these relationships that actually were good. There's some people that I really fuck with, you know, like Weed Jesus, that's a real ass friendship, and that's again, not someone I talk to all the time, but if I go see him, like, right now, if he showed up, it would be a good time, and, you know, it would be good vibes, and we'd be able to catch up, and, like, there wouldn't be a beat in that, in the skipped relationship. So, yeah, there's some people I really fuck with. Really just, like, honestly, a couple. Like, Brandon is really chill. I should have done more collabs with him. I will in the future. Brandon is a lot like me. You know, we have our lazy tendencies, but he's a hilarious motherfucker, and he understands a lot of stuff. So, Brandon's another homie. Definitely got to keep that. Don't buy that guy's MDMA. It will be meth. You are probably not wrong. I should get a testing kit, because I fucking didn't realize that this would be an issue. And I'm pretty sure the first time we got acid here is real, but even that, I don't know. So I do have to get a testing kit. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. If I was thinking about getting a freeze pike, don't. The glycerin coil leaks. That's hilarious. They hit me up to work with them, and then we, like, even talked down to a price that they agreed at, but literally because I originally asked for a high price, the fucking freeze pipe company literally stopped talking to me. I kept reaching back out to them. They wouldn't even respond to me. So that's a good thing to know. I'm not even going to fucking work with them, because I was going to, and disclaimer, it's only going to be like $300. It's going to be like $300 for a review, and they, like, literally pulled out. Like, they're a little bitch. Okay, I can't, that's the thing, I can't ruin my reputation by just calling companies little bitches, but I do think they kind of are, because they literally stopped messaging me, and it's like, whatever, you know that the review on Stoned Alone would have had the most fire, and, like, if a company works with Stoned Alone on a review, you know that they're gonna get, like, an actual, like, fire clips and 4K and shit that they can repost, but nope, they don't want to. I don't have as many views as other people. I don't have as many clout, so they work with everyone else but me. Okay, I'm really salty. It's kind of funny that I'm saying this shit out loud, but, you know, that's where my mind is at. While the coil came with a hole in it, yeah, fuck that. That's crazy. You hit them up and they said, sorry you broke your pipe. Alright, yeah, well, fuck that. That's some bullshit. Are you kidding me? And that's one thing where it's like, I was bugging where I wasn't getting money, but overall, I can almost stay pure if I don't do it all for the money. You know, I saw so many other people review that. Like, Sasha reviewed it, fucking, you know, everyone reviewed the freeze pipe. Francis reviewed it, Trippy Trees reviewed it. But, you know, it's like, if that's the kind of company they are, that's so fucked up that literally they're getting the whole market and they're getting all the creators to post about it, but it's not even a real fucking product. And that's happened a lot in the past before. There's been some shit that was, you know, there's a lot of companies that don't work, and they're the ones that actually get the marketing. You smoked MD those days and discovered you just use meth. Oh, that sucks, dude. Is that a prerequisite? Sorry, dog. I lost the conversation. Are we all stoned right now? Is that a prerequisite? Nice. Hell yeah. Hey, Daniela Bear's in here. Oh, hesitate. I'm sorry, dog. I saw this from a minute ago. What's the dealers? That's what the dealers always say. They blame the guy that got it off. Easy scapegoat. Yup. I mean, that's the thing. I do believe that it's an easy scapegoat, but I also think that they might not literally know the difference between acid and, you know, research chemicals. Because I think a lot of people that sell acid literally don't know anything about acid. They're just, like, selling it as a drug. They're not, like, looking at it as the, you know, key to unlocking the universe and humanity and your own psyche and subconscious itself. It's like a lot of times they're just looking at some shit to, you know, sell. So a lot of times they probably don't know the difference between acid, but maybe they do. Rappers show off their drug collection video. Hell yeah. Fear and Loathing. Hell yes. I'd love to do a real Oh, someone says you smoked K2 on accident once. Oh, that sucks. That would fucking suck. My brother smoked some K2 before. Now I'm admitting to dealing it. Ha ha ha. Yeah. FBI open up. Nice. Am I missing any other comments? I think I got all the comments here. Did he do it as a favor for you? Nah. I mean, he is our weed dealer, so it wasn't really a favor. He was just like selling it, but he also had to go get it off of someone else. What's up? Nice. Okay, now back at the bottom. Sucks because the big names can't be honest about it because they want a check. Yup. I mean, at least y'all, it's okay. Y'all know I'm never trying to be cocky, and if I am being a little ridiculous, I am hamming it up a little bit. But y'all know you can always fucking okay. Y'all know you can count on me because motherfuckers don't even want to pay me for a review. So I'll be honest. Maybe I should be honest. I should start reviewing shit and like calling stuff out that I see. Cause like even I did that World's Best Grinder video, and I even got some comments where people said, "Oh, this isn't that good." Like I had a couple problems, and it's like that did suck. That hurt because like I didn't know that. But then it's like, oh fuck, that's the dilemma. Like all these guys are dealing with this shit, and the big names, they're getting too much money to pass it up. You can't pass up the review and like say it's the best. So that's an issue. And guess what? The best grinder in the world still didn't fucking pay me yet. It's a pain in the ass. I literally was talking one-on-one with the owner for the longest time, and he won't respond to my texts. I'm like, okay, are you gonna pay that invoice? Like, waiting on the invoice. Are you gonna fucking pay me? We had an agreement. Motherfucker still won't pay me. So that was a good example of like, damn, like this shit isn't even fucking worth going to this level. Like, first off, I even did get to the point of getting paid, and he still just didn't do it. So I still have to chase it down for months. So yeah, that is the problem. Everyone just fucking, just paid off. So, again, I'm just being really cocky here, but one of the last real ones, and only because no one is fucking paying me. That's the only reason. No one's paying me, so I can't be corrupted, and I'm not gonna ever be corrupted anymore because everyone else is, and I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm just here to make movies. I'm not here to fucking sell out or do any of this shit. Maybe I'll even do sell out like product reviews, and then we'll use the money to make movies. But like, I don't know, fucking, we'll just have to figure it out. But overall, yeah, I'm not gonna just get fucking sell out like that. Because the companies I know that are really good, the shit that I really fuck with, they're unknown. They're people that no one has ever heard of. So, I still want to get some incentive, right? I'll try to get affiliate programs on the companies I really like. So, if someone buys it, I get a percentage. But besides that, I'm only going to talk about the shit I really fuck with. Because there's some really good stuff out there. And people don't even know about it. You got things called... Nice. Someone... So you said slang for ecstasy around you is jiggas, but people are selling meth under that name or research chemical. Oh, that's crazy. Videos are from Taiwan are some of your favorites. I appreciate that. And that was an example of it came from the pain, and I couldn't even get weed, so that was the realest shit, that was from my heart, from a sober heart. Just wondering, do you still keep in contact with her? Not really, but yeah, that for sure. That was the fling in Taiwan. That was a great time. I never actually yeah, it was a good time. Love to see the true reviews. Hell yeah, love those true reviews. Damn, bro. So what happens if I smoke a joint on camera? YouTube flags it. Yes. YouTube is really weird with it. So it's like, I don't know what specifically flags it, but yes, a lot of my stuff gets flagged, but not all of it. It's like, I don't know what the deal is. It's like, at a certain point, it's like enough weed flags it, or like, I literally have no idea. But yes, it is flagged, but not always. It's like on and off. Stay true to your audience and the craft, and everything will fall in place. Thank you, dog. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, if I was being fake this whole time, it wouldn't matter how much money I would have. Like, it would just be painful to know that I was being fake. So it's funny that like, people didn't even want to pay me. So it's like, I didn't even have the ability to, sell out. It's like, no one even gave me that option. So thankfully, it's like, I haven't sold out and I won't. But, if someone gave me that option, it would have been tempting. I can't lie. If someone offered to fucking make me sell out, it would have been hard to pass up on it. But now I'm like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not fucking falling for this shit. It's not even gonna last anyways. Like, I don't give a fuck. I think it's important to not give a fuck, because if you do, people can influence you and people can fuck you up and change your life route and mess with your outcomes. But if you don't give a fuck, people can't hurt you. Bro, being real is supposed to be lonely. Yeah. It's only a few real ones in the world. I can Joe Rogan us. Shots fired. Yup. And, you know, like, shout outs to Joe Rogan. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. And, you know, if you're set for life with that, it's good. But, yup, you know, that is a tricky situation there. That is a little bit of a selling. What do y'all think about the Joe Rogan thing? I think that the podcasts have been really good. And he had, like, Alex Jones on. So, I don't think he's really sold out. But, like, you know, I can definitely see that aspect of it. And, you know, what they didn't let him have the presidential candidates on, that's fucking crazy. Or something. I didn't even look into it. Law, look at Jolie Oli. He looks like he hates his life. Yo, that's real. That's real. Jolie is literally the biggest in the game. Like, Xcode is getting close to 1 million. Eric Kahn, actually, yeah, in this 1 year, fucking is up on Xcode's level. But fucking, yeah, Jolie Oli, you know, that's not a happy camper. This motherfucker, he made it. You know, he is the biggest. He was the OG. He was the OG face of the entire WeedTube community. But that motherfucker's not happy. And I've seen him in real life a couple times. It's not like I, you know, like, talked to him. I actually, like, hid and, like, got a shot of him. So if you watch the Fuck the Money video, there's a shot of Jolie in it. But yeah, I've seen this Jolie person in person, you know. I've seen Jolie Oli. And he does not look fucking happy. He looks fucked up, bro. So, yeah, you're right. You know, I don't have any followers. I don't have any of that money, but, you know, I am a real one for, you know, at least I try to do fucking whatever I can. As long as you're happy, life is too short, bro. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I respect that. I like getting these little nice sentiments from y'all, because it's, you know, a lot of these things, it's like, you gotta remind yourself every day, because every day you fucking wake up, and it's like, you gotta remind of all these things. But, yo, to the UK, boys, hit this newsletter. I mean, just everyone. I'm gonna always shout this out, but hit the newsletter link. It's pinned in the comments. You know, I will probably visit the UK. I don't know how locked down it is. I would literally go visit in a couple months, but I don't know if it's like lockdown. I would visit in like 4 months. I would visit in like March if I did. So if it's locked down, I can't, but, you know, I would go to that, and I want to go to Spanibus, but again, who knows if it's even fucking happening. Last year, the lockdown started during Spanibus, so all the WeedTubers flew out there. You know, those were the big names that were able to get sponsored, able to get this cash, but they weren't even able to stay. They had to come all the way back, so... You know, it's not nice to wish ill will, but as someone that was way too broke to go to Barcelona, I was fucking honestly a little relieved. I'm like, oh, okay, whew, no one was able to do it. Okay, that's good. It's not that I was missing out on anything. It all fucking got canceled. That's not a good thing to fucking focus on. But, you know, that was what was going through my mind at the time. So that shit's hilarious. Skate Solo, what's good? You know, just figuring out the next steps. I'm glad you never sold out. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you know, can't. It's like, that would just feel so lame, you know? Shit. It would feel so fucking lame. But yeah. And I don't know if I've said this to y'all, but I want to do a little documentary on WeedTubers. The good thing about it is there's enough of them. You know, even if all the people on my list say no to me and don't want me to film them in this, I could just go fucking write up another list of WeedTubers. So, thankfully, now there's a shit ton of WeedTubers. I'm going to do a little documentary, and it's just going to be a day in the life of a bunch of WeedTubers. It's going to be interesting because you'll be able to see the day in the life of someone that's just started, and, you know, like, they're not getting any views, and they're just like, shit, you know, like, I guess I'm trying, I don't know what this is gonna fucking end up as. And then cut to the people making a lot of money, but they're also equally depressed. They're like, yeah, you know, I just got 10 grand for a deal, but I'm not happy. And it's just like, I don't know how deep they'll let me, you know, catch them in this, but like, that's gonna be a fucking great thing. And, I'm never trying to make any enemies. I hope I don't fucking make any enemies by, like, showing people's real lives, but, you know, that's the real shit. So, this is what I'm gonna work on next. I'm gonna go back to the States and I'm gonna shoot a little day in the life of all these weed tubers. If I go to the UK, any chance I come to Belgium? If you hit that newsletter, yes, there is definitely a chance. My goal is to smoke in every single country in the world, and I think in 2021, I'll be able to double this at least. Add another dozen, maybe like 20 different countries. So, yes, UK, Belgium, those are high on the list. Those will be ones I hit, like, immediately. UK, Belgium, Germany, I don't even know, Montenegro, that's the other side, but the ones around Croatia, Montenegro, Albania, Greece, I don't know. But also, that's the thing, I literally do not have any cash, so I can't, I'm saying these things out loud, but I don't know. You gotta step again. Have a great day. Thank you. Peace. Chicken Republic says, what it do? What's good? As well as Julian. Used to watch a lot of the older videos a long time ago. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, Chicken Republic. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. So, that's the thing. And I had a stream where I was talking about, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go homeless. I'm gonna go hitchhiking. And people are like pretty concerned for me. They're getting pretty concerned. And, I don't think I'll go to that level. I don't think I'm just gonna like go homeless or anything. But I am down to do shit like that. Like, if I can't get sponsored for these travels, well, fuck it. I'll do it like an actual traveler, Honestly, that's probably going to be more cool anyways. It's going to actually be respectful instead of, me, like, blowing a bunch of sponsorship money on, like, hotels and shit. Maybe I'm down to just fucking try to sleep on the street and hitchhike, And, like, I get that people are concerned about that. I won't go that deep, Like, I won't, like, die or anything. I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to just get, like, stuck homeless for, like, a year or anything, but I'm down to literally sleep on the street if that's what it takes to travel around and to go to every single country, and, that's way cooler. It's like, if I went to every country and smoked weed in it, I think it would be almost disrespectful to do it in, like, a tourist way. Like, if I'm going to take on this kind of goal, if I'm going to take on this kind of bucket list, it's like, I have to do it in a manner that is, like, respectable, So, I'm gonna try some hitchhiking, do some train hopping and shit. And imagine watching these videos, just going from, like, me, like, living in LA and, like, just, being, like, empty and, like, not doing anything to having no money and just, like, hitchhiking. And, I don't know, I feel like this is gonna be fucking good videos, right? Like, whatever. I'm not gonna let myself get in too much harm. But I'm literally down to do hitchhiking and shit like that. Do shrooms in Egypt. Exactly. Hell yeah. I would love to do that. Still Kyle. And, find some fucking guy that works at the pyramids. Get snuck up onto the pyramid. And trip on there. Smoke some weed. And some people say that if you take a bottle of wine and stand on top of the pyramid and pour it, the wine will disappear into the air. So I gotta see that. Backpack 7 months. Fuck yeah! In Europe, hitchhiking, camping, sleeping in people's houses. Fuck yeah, Julia, that's what I gotta do. And that's why I think my homie Isaiah is still important. I don't think I can have him as, like, a team member that is, I can't have him as, like, an employee and, like, I'm his boss, but, if we're just gonna go fucking hitchhiking and shit, I think he's the right guy for it. He's the right homie. We'll have each other's backs. And then I do want a separate team that's, like, professional and, like, that shit. But I want my crazy fucking buddy, and I don't want to give him responsibility. We're just gonna do this crazy fucking shit, and then I want to be able to have a team that also, like, helps edit it and, like, shape it, and even, like, come up with, like, a plot line or, like, next places to go and shit. You're gonna do ayahuasca retreat in Peru? Hell yeah, still Kyle. And honestly, that's the shit I should start doing, because I'm literally right next to Peru. I'm, like, overcomplicating a lot of stuff, but I'm already in South America. I should be doing this stuff. And I really am scared. Like, I'm so used to the comfort zone. I've gotten really used to American comfort and, like, having nice amenities and all that shit. So, like, I literally have to jolt myself back into, like, an adventure mood, because I've literally just been, like, cooped up inside fucking, like American standards and everything. But yo, ayahuasca retreat in Peru, hell yeah. Honestly, I should just fucking do that. You did it alone, but you always had people. Yo, okay. Yeah, maybe I should just go fucking do this then. Because, like, I want to bring a homie along too, but they won't even respond to my messages. So, I don't. They did go all the way to the point of getting a passport, though. So, if they have a passport, that is the main thing. Those documentaries look crazy, though, LMAO. Yeah, for real. Damn. Yeah. I don't know. I just gotta, like, jump into this world. Because a lot of shit's got me worried, a lot of shit's got me fucking bugging, but like, it's, you know, at the end of the day, I just gotta jump right into it. Gotta take the leap of faith, because nothing's gonna happen otherwise. Ooh, it's already 6 p.m., so we're gonna get this bud in soon. This was a 3-hour stream. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna head out of here. It's pretty soon here, because damn, 3 hours, that's a minute. But I do appreciate all of y'all's faces, and, you know, it's good shit. I like talking to y'all, and I don't know, it's some dumb shit. Like, I'm happy with who I've been, and, you know, not selling out, but it still does hurt. Like, this fucking, I don't know. I can't compare myself to anyone else. That really is what the problem is. It's like, if I compare to another big name, it's like, of course I'll feel like I'm coming up short, but like, I can't even think about that shit. That's dumb. So that's one thing I'm realizing that I'm doing a lot. I'm like looping that shit, like thinking about these other people, but it doesn't matter. Like, who cares what anyone else is doing? They're not fucking stoned alone, so it doesn't affect me. So just till the day I die, Stoned Alone is gonna be fire, and I'm figuring it out day by day, but we will eventually figure it out, and it will be fucking fire. Will be so fucking fire. It's gonna be ridiculous. So, peace out, yo. It's also funny, I waited until now. It's like, I didn't do any hiking while here in Brazil, and now it's summer, so it's like really fucking hot, and it's like, I could have done all this hiking while it's still nice and chill, but, you know, this is on my part. Because that's the thing, I was trying to chase this. I'm like, I should spend every second on trying to get Stoned Alone popping, but I think to get Stoned Alone popping, I can't spend every second just trying to be on the computer. I should spend my time trying to be in life and trying to experience things and meet people, and then that will turn into good Stoned Alone, you know? It's like, I can't just stay inside on the laptop and make Stoned Alone. I have to actually, like, go out into the world and get uncomfortable and get fucking lost and all that shit. So, yeah. But I do think Europe is on my mind next year. Again, I don't know how much stuff is going to be closed down. I don't know of these borders, but I think next year I will go to Europe for a bit, because, you know, Europe is fire. Okay, I don't know why I said it like that. That's fucking gross. Fire. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm going to leave now. I do appreciate you, and that is that. Until the next time, I will see you. You know, I guess just stay tuned or don't, up to you. But I'll see I'll see what's up. And I should probably eat something, because I've not fucking eaten anything. And make some coffee, and roll up a joint, and smoke. I haven't smoked today, so. Alright. You're always welcome on the sofa and bath. Alright, Brandon. Yo, hit up that newsletter. I really think I will be coming to the UK, because I see a shit ton of comments from the UK. And, yeah. So I will go there. It feels like there's a lot of people there, so that's good. Okay. Well, peace. Thank you all. You know, just we'll figure it out, right? You know, something's gonna happen. So bye. Peace out. Fucking life is a doozy. It's an interesting puzzle that is never able to be completed until